This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Sattva Luxury Mattress, the only online mattress company that provides free delivery, setup, and mattress removal.
Welcome to Your Mom's House with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to Your Mom's House.
This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Tushy. Now look, most of the population that hasn't been in some sort of catastrophic accident has an ass. And we all deserve to keep it relatively clean. I don't know about you, but in the last few years, I have really fallen in love with my Tushy. Why? Because I have these big, messy chocolates that come out of my backside, and there's nothing that makes me feel grosser than just mushing paper against my hole. I want a fire hose to go back there and clean it up. Yeah, that's what I want. I want you to become a scrum master, and the only way is to have a Tushy that gets the poop off of your booty hole. Okay, I'm not going to use paper.
No, and it's wasteful paper, and the wipes they ruin your plumbing.
This is such a sleek bidet attachment. It just clips on to your existing toilet, and it sprays your butt completely clean with fresh water. Okay, it's not toilet water; it's fresh water. This is called Tushy. It sprays right into your ass and removes the the blood and the poop.
That's not blood. Is it brown, red?
Yeah, so you're not sitting on bacteria that leads to nasty things like hemorrhoids, yeast infections, UTIs, itchy assholes, and skid marks. We can't help you with warts, but it can remove a lot. Bidets are common in the rest of the world. I don't know why the U.S. has been so behind on this. And it saves you money on toilet paper. You know, you still use a little toilet paper, but it's negligible. You know, it's a little amount. So
I use half a square.
Yeah, stop clogging your toilets. Tushy sprays your ass with fresh water. Not toilet water. It connects to the water supply behind your toilet to spray your dirty hole with clean, fresh water. Wet wipes are worse than toilet paper. They're terrible for the environment. They cause anal fissures. You don't want your anus fissuring. The freaking Tushy is only $79. This is an amazing deal. Go to hellotushy.com/yourmom. Get 10% off your order. I can tell you, we put the Tushy in to the bathroom that's right off the kitchen. So I can just eat a meal, go dump, and then clean everything off in 5 steps. It's perfect. I love it. Here's what you got to do. Go to hellotushy.com/yourmom and clean your butthole off.
What?
All right. Welcome to another episode of Your Mom's House. There's a number of conspiracies building, so I'm wearing my conspiracy glasses right now.
What are you talking about?
Just
Which
to keep out the YouTube, algorithm from going sideways. I think this helps.
They're on to us.
They are onto us. We're gonna get into it because it's pretty serious, actually. And I don't know where they are, so I'm trying to keep my eye on them.
Trying to blue block out all those haters.
So you can't see where I'm looking right now, can you?
But I can't.
I'm looking at you, YouTube. Huh? You see me?
How much do you really enjoy those, though?
These are awesome. I bet they look good, too.
They look hot AF.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try them on over my regular glasses?
I'd really
real quick?
rather not disturb what's going on right now. It's kind of perfect.
Can I please? That's what they're for. You put them on over your regular glasses.
Yeah, but right now they're just, it fits like a glove.
Everything's so much crisper and clearer.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking better. Feel healthier.
You look really good.
Do I look good?
So cool. You have to be mentally ill to wear these for real, right? Like this is the glasses of mental illness.
What do you mean?
Because the only people that wear those are like the guy in Starbucks that talks to himself.
I feel like I have a mask on. They're so big.
But they give full coverage.
They give you full coverage, and also no one can sneak on your eyes, see where you're looking.
I can't see it.
Do you know where I'm looking right now?
Yeah, you're looking here. I can see the whites of your eyes.
Oh, you can?
A little.
Okay.
Can I try them on now?
God, you're ruining my fun.
Please, I'll give it right back. I just want to see if they fit over my
so
regular.
bright. My eyes hurt.
Let's see if the glare is cut down. Oh, this is heaven on earth.
Yeah.
It does make you feel safe.
They look like they were made for you. You look just like the crazy fucking people I see on the bus stops.
Dude, do you know who had one of these? My mom.
One of those?
Yeah. She was not well in the head. She was writing letters to dogs towards the end of her life.
Nuts.
Yeah. My mom did have these actually in the 80s. But they feel so good. Like,
They do
I
feel
get why
good.
people do this.
Yeah, they feel good.
Here, I'm sorry. I shouldn't take them away from you.
So bright. I don't even know what's happening in here.
They feel good. Plus, you're a little hungover today. We all
A little
are.
bit, yeah. We are all a little hungover. Should we just play our clip and we can get into everything?
Yeah. We got a lot to go over.
Opening clip. Very important news. Breaking news from the president, everybody.
People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times, as opposed to once. They end up using more water. So EPA is looking at that very strongly, at my suggestion.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Who is Randy?
Lots of flushing.
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to your mom's house.
Meow, 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 meow. You look so insane.
I look smart. Listen.
Can you get them in other colors?
Yeah, I have yellow pair.
For safety.
Yeah, I have a yellow pair on my nightstand. Just in case there's a noise at night, I put them on. I go look at it with my safety glasses on. Hey, there's a war going on right now.
I heard.
It's happening on this very YouTube channel. If you listen to the show,
Oh, boy.
you know, you don't probably pick up on this, but if you're a YouTube viewer of this show, have you noticed that the last few episodes, this is how I started to pick up on this, okay? So episode 528, a few weeks ago, it was a solo episode, you and I, and it had a very notably low view count within a day, within a day or two. So I hit up Nadav. I was like, what's going on? And he said, oh, this episode got flagged. So what happens is a lot of views are generated from the algorithm of You Should Watch, right? So there's subscribers, but people view videos, and then, you know, if you've ever perused YouTube, it's like, hey, if you saw this, you might like this. And that's how a lot of people end up watching the show. Sometimes 30, 40% of the views come from that. Well,
I can't take you seriously.
well, this is important. I got to keep my glasses on while I'm doing this. Okay, this is the only way I feel comfortable talking about this. So, okay, sorry. What happened is the episode got flagged, so then it reduces the amount that gets put into the algorithm in the You Should Watch, right? So it happened again on the next episode. I'm like, what's going on?
What is going on?
What is going on? What do you know that's
going on, Blue Band?
So, you know, it's getting to the point where they're trying to make YouTube a safe space for kids.
Okay.
So what they're doing is trying to make sure, because a lot of advertisers, they pull out if kids, you know, they pull out if they're like, oh, kids are being taken advantage of or they're being marketed to, which, you know, you can't really do that stuff. So YouTube is now trying to please their advertisers by making YouTube a safe space for kids.
Well, what about those unboxing videos that children do of toys? Isn't that advertising to kids? If it's an hour video of unboxing toys.
Yeah, I mean, there's loopholes, there's exceptions to the rules, but now, I mean, this episode will be coming out so that this isn't really news at this point, but within the last 24 hours, YouTube just unveiled that they're banning malicious insults towards people's race, gender, and sexual orientation, which is, I don't know if you guys know this, the majority of the show. And so
this is basically the end of this podcast.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, cancel your mom's house, man.
Oh, no.
I mean, it really is a bummer, though.
Yeah, it's like and I mean, I get it. Let's protect the children,
right?
But
Yeah.
YouTube is not really a platform for children.
No.
Like they're making all this thing where they're saying like you need to now flag your channel, whether like if the videos are for kids or if they're not for kids.
Okay.
Like there's all sorts of stuff that you now need to specify on who this content is safe.
But why is it never just the parents' responsibility to monitor what their children do?
I don't know.
Like, why isn't that up to...
And I don't know. And like, there's new rules, right? Because obviously, I also felt like one of the episodes could have been flagged by McDonald's because you never know how far their corporate arm reaches, Because we talked about some McDonald's stuff on a previous episode. So I'm just saying that could have been one of the things that got us flagged. But now you're saying they're gonna come down on people making fun of gender. Pronoun, anything related to the whole topic could get you in trouble?
Yep, talking about any kind of fetish, talking about any type of sexual encounter outside.
Why can't you talk about a fetish?
Because it's all sex stuff, and the kids might see it, and it might awaken something in them. At too young of an age.
Sure.
Oh, man.
Okay. It's so weird.
It's a really troubling time.
Our pussies itch.
No, it can...
Oh, we just got demonetized.
Oh, no. The children. What about What about the children? I remember this was big in the 80s. Remember when like Tipper Gore was going against the heavy metal bands and the rappers. The rippity rappers.
They're rapping about black things. It's terrible. Yeah, they used to get really upset.
This is a remix. This is a remix of Reagan era.
I mean, this
nonsense,
does feel
right?
nuts, man. Like
It
we
is
can't
nuts.
do a comedy show. They're flagging our
Yeah.
our show full of jokes because they're like, oh, someone might not like it. And what if they haven't decided what fluid gender pronoun they are today? And then now they're like, oh, don't make fun of it. I'm not making fun of it. But I'm just saying.
But this
we can't
isn't
even make a comment about it.
You can't make a comment. You can't. Joking is now off the table, and it's not a children's platform. YouTube. As far as I know, I didn't think it was specifically for children.
No, it's not for children.
Oh, get off!
It's so stupid. Okay.
No, yeah, I mean, like,
what are we gonna do? So what are we gonna do?
What does this show even look like?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
YouTube safe.
So are we gonna end up having to
Cookies.
do basically a show where we get to release the show on audio as is, and then we make a YouTube friendly version that's 9 minutes long?
Yeah, like a way lamer version of the show. Like it's for cable access TV where you need to bleep every word, take out any sex scenes and all that. I thought we
Right.
did a really good job with blurring everything
wow.
that we show,
Yeah, I thought so. Even when
I
that
feel so good.
that guy was fucking that McRib,
Yeah, that was really.
Yeah, we cut out at the exact frame so that you do not see any donk. But, I guess
Wait,
it's not enough. Even
you
just
didn't
talking about fucking a McRib. Even talking about fucking any kind of food, that's a fetish.
I mean, I'm starting. I just got a little apprehensive when I heard you say the F word a moment ago.
Oh yeah, sorry. If you're a parent watching with your kid, please put on earmuffs or mute it or something.
I mean, but don't you think kids talk about fucking McRibs amongst themselves all the time? It's like when you do military gigs and they're like, don't talk about politics, don't talk about sex. You're like, what do you think these soldiers are talking about in the trenches?
I remember when I did that.
Recipes?
I did that Pearl Harbor military show, and they were like, "Don't make fun of the military." We were like, "Okay," and they had a couple other rules. And the first thing we did was break all those rules because
Of course.
that's what's fun.
That's the fun part
Yeah.
of comedy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, we can't stop doing the show. We
I think we might have
What are
to.
we gonna
Let's
do?
try right now. Let's try
to do a YouTube-friendly show?
Let's try for a few minutes.
Oh, crap. Can I say
Welcome to
crap?
your mom. Of course, that's definitely friendly. Welcome to your mom's house. Yeah, let's watch video. It's fun.
I've been seeing some words in my comments that I need to ask you all about. So,
I love him.
VSCO girl. I don't know if that's VSCO girl or VSCO girl or skis. No idea what the hell that is.
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
I know the answers.
Go ahead.
Okay, VSCO girl, it's VSCO, and that's for the VSCO app that can make you look better. And it's the VSCO girls have hydro flasks, and they believe in eco-friendly things, and they go. I'm talking. Do you mind?
Sorry. Why do they go?
And oop. Okay, and because there's this video, a viral video of a man, a transgender man, and he sat on his nuts one time, and he went and oop.
You want to take that again,
You want
Christina?
to take it from the top?
Well, that's just the truth, and it was on YouTube. It was on YouTube.
Start over.
No, you failed.
Oh man. Okay,
Ready?
so
Ready?
a VSCO girl is they go and a oop and a and the oop was from
a person,
they.
and they sat on their testicles.
Can we say that?
Sure.
I don't think there's anything wrong. I mean, there's not sexual preferences involved in that.
Yeah,
There's
a
not-
person sat on their testicles.
I think that's safe. We're good to go with that one,
A
guys.
gender neutral, a person of non-disclosed gender.
right.
So a VSCO girl, they wear scrunchies in their hair and they have hydro flasks and they make those sounds. And oop.
Okay,
And I
well-
heard there's a goth VSCO girl now, a goth trend, and I don't know what those are called.
So far, I'm really digging this new format.
Tom, what do you eat in a healthy diet? How do you stay
gotta have
healthy?
A lot of salads, and you got to get your egg whites.
You know, maybe we should talk about what we like about each other. Positivity.
Sure. Oh, we can talk about how I accidentally trimmed my beard.
That was
Yesterday.
the best. Well, let's back it up a little bit. We had a company party last night, Studio Jeans.
That's right. Studio Jeans Christmas party. Holiday party. 2019.
Way to go.
Look at him. Look at us.
Look how big my left boob is there.
You're all dressed up,
That
real
boob
fancy.
is eating any alive.
Yep. We got all dressed up to go to the Magic Castle.
Yeah.
And if you're watching, that's yours truly, Christinza, Ennie, Nadav, Chris, and Allie. And
Potter couldn't make it. He has a stomach flu.
yeah, he had stomach flu. He got it from an AIDS patient. So
disparaging comment.
Can't do that.
why can't you do that?
I don't think you could say that he got it from an AIDS patient. Just,
Well, but he did.
got it from a person.
A person who
From
has
a
AIDS.
very sick person.
Okay, he got sick from
Is
a sick
that
person.
AIDS shaming to disclose somebody's health status?
We didn't name Carla.
How do you know they? How do you know it's a
I know
she?
that they have it because Josh told me, think I made a big mistake. I go,
big
what happened?
mistake.
And he said, Carla.
Carla.
I was like, oh,
Carla,
the lady that lives in the
24/7.
gutter. All right. So we were, okay. So yesterday, very busy day, and made time to go to the gym. And before we had our big night out, so I go to the gym, come home, and you're like, hey, you got to get ready. I was like, all right. So I'm about to jump in the shower. I was like, oh, I should just trim up, like clean up my beard. And when you're kind of spent, like when you're tired after the gym, you're like, you might not pay as close of attention to what you're doing because you're tired. So I was like, all right, I see the clippers. I swear that I see the number 2 guard. I think what I did was I saw it and then I forgot to put it on. Like I looked at it, I was like, that's the 2 guard. And then I grabbed the clippers.
Whoopsie.
And then I went, and then I go, like I hear myself go,
I was in the bedroom.
yeah, and you're
you
like,
were
what
in
is
that-
it?
I
And
was so
go,
excited.
Oh, I fucked up.
I was like, yes, my ears perked up.
Yep, and I trimmed off. I had a 1 guard on, so it trimmed everything off.
It was a perfect square.
Yeah.
You had this full beard and then just a square taken out. I was like, oh,
I haven't had it at this length in years. I haven't even
I love
seen
it.
my
It
face.
takes 10 years off you every
Dude.
time you trim your beard.
Look at that.
And I did your neck, and I have to admit, I think I messed it up. I didn't do it perfectly.
That's all right. I don't care.
You look great. I want to see your face again. When are you going to shave this off? So I
Shave
can see
everything?
you? Yeah, I want to see your. It's been years since I've seen your real face.
It's kind of scary.
All right. So,
All right.
any hoodles, we went to the Magic Castle.
We did. We went
so
to the Magic Castle.
early. We started at 5:30 we got there. We didn't leave until 9:45. That was like a good 4-hour jaunt.
Drinking the whole time, too.
Drinking the whole. We're so everybody's so hungover today.
I'm totally hungover.
It hurts so bad to be alive.
Wine, bourbon, magic.
Magic. So we get there, and when I'm around you guys, I feel like this is our safe space. YMH is an opposite safe space, if you will. And it was Nadav, Tom, and I. We got there first, and we were in the bar. And I say to Nadav, I go, "Oh, you're gonna like this." Somebody in our neighborhood put up a huge Hanukkah display on their front lawn. It's very rare. And what did you say?
Fuck that. That's dumb. Don't do that.
Yeah, and he said it pretty loud so that other people could hear. He's like, fucking Hanukkah shit.
And at which point, a woman at the bar turns around to us.
Yep.
And she basically goes, "It's okay. It's cool. I'm cool. I hate Jews too."
Yeah. And then Nadav goes, "It's cool. I can say that because I'm Jewish." And she goes, "Oh, I'm not. I just fucking hate them." No, she was
which I'm also okay with. I get it.
No,
I get it.
she was like, "I hate all that shit. They're so annoying." This is.
It was so awesome though, because it's like we brought Studio Jeans out into the real world.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, there might not be other people like you guys here, so maybe keep it down. Because Nadav had his new, also self-hating Jew friend that he made at the bar, but that was fun. And then we go upstairs, and we had an amazing dinner.
Yeah, it was really good.
In which Annie paid me the greatest compliment I've ever been paid by somebody.
I've got to tell you that I've never seen you light up like this, and it was a deep sense of pride. And I've told you exciting news. Hey, we're pregnant, and you never get this excited.
Yeah.
Annie, tell the audience what you told Tom last night.
I don't remember. You said you were doing something with a Wu-Tang member.
Yeah.
And so I said, like, man, you're so black, dude. Like, you're like a black dude, a low-key black dude. Black on the inside, white on the outside. And I feel like you're even blacker than me.
That's what you said.
Wow.
And I
word.
felt my heart swell up, and
Wow.
a tear came to my eye. And I was like, this whole venture has been worth it for this moment.
Yeah.
Like, this is why we started we could shut down the podcast now.
Yes.
It was really the nicest thing anyone's ever
Yes.
said
Thank
to
you,
me.
Annie.
Black, no black, man.
That's what's up, man. Yeah.
Well, I was so proud of you. I was so happy for you. Everybody came dressed so nicely. Everybody came in their suits. It was very cute. And then we played a game about which TikToker we all would be.
Yes. Well, we actually said which cool guy.
Oh, cool guy.
Yeah. Everybody in here at the table, everybody at the dinner last night had to say which cool guy they were.
Yeah.
You had to respond.
Well, I threw
first
in
thought
TikToks.
that came to mind.
Yeah,
right?
your first thought. We were a little tipsy, so everybody just had to say who they felt their alter ego was.
Your alter ego was
Apes Grace.
Apes Grace.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry
Yeah. You're.
and no one's telling you?
It's true.
Because that one to me, when I saw that, it struck such a chord inside of me.
Yeah.
Like it was so pure and so good.
You use the R one.
I
Yeah.
did not use it
I
that
know,
time
I
because
know.
YouTube is watching and we cannot
YouTube's watching, we
disparage
can't say
people of
anything like that.
different lower IQs.
Nothing like that. Yeah. Lower IQ.
What does that? Isn't that what that is?
So
what were you watching last night in bed? We were like, was it last night? It was some murder show. I was falling asleep and it was murder. And he goes, well, he had
it was
a...
last night. Yeah. I was watching the Confession Killer thing on Netflix about Henry Lee Lucas, and they were talking about how he was friends with Otis Toole, and he was like, well, he is real low IQ.
I thought that was
and
nice.
just vicious.
Yeah. Which is a great combination.
Yeah.
A low IQ.
And vicious. Yeah.
And I hadn't heard that phrase in so long. It was nice. Okay, so back to our story. So I'm Apes Grace.
Yep.
And who did you feel?
And then Annie said he was Tony John, right? Wasn't that him? Yeah.
Italian.
Yeah. That's you. That's Annie.
Take your Ubers.
Yep.
That's your alter ego.
That's your alter ego.
Yeah.
That's the cool guy you are. Which one is native? Well, who did we decide on? Who'd you say you were?
Who say you were?
I just shot from the hip. First thing I thought was Sissy from Fremont.
Sissy from Fremont. That's right.
Oh
I'm
my
looking for
God.
a bitch to kick me in.
Yeah. I'm
Yep.
the sissy from Fremont.
Sissy from you
Yeah,
stupid
see,
white bitch.
Nadav is slowly flying his freak flag. I mean, we've
He's
known
letting
you.
us know. I know.
Yeah, for years we've known you, and you've kind of played it on the level. And now I feel like it's slowly emerging.
I think we're gonna see a clip in our folder one day, and you're like, "That's me."
Hope you're wrong.
Yeah.
And then who else? Chris? Did he have somebody he said?
No, because he doesn't edit this show as
That's
often,
right.
so he didn't have one. And then Allie, we determined, was
Yeah.
drinking the pea lady, or the
That's
woman
right.
that knits her menstrual blood yarn.
Right.
Yeah.
We thought maybe she's Rain Florence.
Rain Florence.
Right?
Urine has ammonia in it, and it has
Totally
antibodies.
Allie's.
That is Allie.
Basically, whatever's going on in your body, it's in your urine,
Yeah.
concentrated.
That's Allie.
So your body does have antibodies that can fight off this illness, and if you take a little swig and gargle with it, sometimes it can help with a cough.
Yeah, I could see Allie doing that
Oh.
easily. And then this is me. I thought. That's who I feel like.
Before you have sex, if you want to be horny for 2 or 3 hours like you've never been in your life,
No thanks.
Yep.
and you have access to marijuana
That's
too,
my boy right there.
good weed, listen to me.
Yeah. That is my alter ego. 100%.
That's if you've never met a lady in your life and you didn't become successful at stand-up. This would be you, right?
100%. Absolutely. I would be like this, but like 400 pounds. And I'd be like, if you want to have sex, it may feel good. Yeah.
You know what I just realized after listening to him? He says if you want to be horny for 2 or 3 hours
Yeah.
before you have sex,
Blissfully.
that sounds like torture. To be like out of your mind horny for 3 hours.
You like psychotic?
Yeah, like I don't think I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
That would be really annoying.
True weed alone can get you really hornier than normal, but Benadryl, take about 10, 12 Benadryl before you want to have your sexual fun with
10 to
your partner
12.
or whatever you do or masturbate. All right?
Okay. Yeah. And hold off on masturbating for 2 or 3 hours. Let yourself get into a psychotic rage and then begin masturbating. Like, that sounds horrible. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Dr. Drew was like, this leads to psychosis.
Yeah, which is great. It's so much fun. So anyways, we decided which cool guys we were. We wrapped up an amazing dinner. They do a really good
Yes.
job at the Magic Castle. If you're ever in Los Angeles and you want like a fun, different type of show, I mean that they do
It's
a really
so
nice
fun.
job. We
Yeah.
had to get dressed up, by the way. If you saw the picture, the reason is because it's mandatory. Guys have to wear coat and tie. Women have to be in formal attire. It's
Oh my
nice.
God,
It
well-
changes the whole experience, though.
It really does. One lady I saw, she had a slit so high up her dress, I saw her stinky
Yeah.
pussy. And it was full of warts, and she was itching it the whole time. You guys are so juvenile.
They have these huge warts that grow on them,
Yeah.
and our pussies fucking stink.
Yeah. So weird.
She's fucking so crazy. All right, so
That was fun to be with you guys. I want to go out again with you guys. We should do it like twice a year. Maybe we should do like a summertime dinner.
yeah,
I think we should go somewhere nice by the beach
yeah,
and like
that'd
get fucking faded again, homie.
yep.
But maybe not on a school night. Like maybe on a night where we don't have to come in. Like why? We're so dumb.
We're dumb.
Like let's
Yeah,
have
we fucked this up.
Yeah, like let's do it on a Wednesday.
By
so
the
we
way,
can come to work hungover.
We went to
Sounds
the
awesome.
we went to the magic show, and Annie delivered.
Oh my god.
The whole reason we chose that place was to see Annie do what you think he was going to do, and he did it.
It was so
great.
much fun to watch him watch magic.
Oh my god, it was so great. It was so great.
Do you feel like you saw witchcraft last night?
I still don't know what happened, but all I know is that I don't trust anybody in that venue at all. Like even the first thing, I mean, I guess I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but that first thing where you walk through the door, you gotta say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't trust it. I don't
What do
trust
you think
someone's
it
got to
is?
be. I don't know. I don't know.
There was all kinds of trickery. I mean, we saw a really good magic show. We really did.
Yeah,
Like
it's fun.
the one that we were ticketed for, the big show, that was fantastic, right? I mean, there was so many, and you guys got involved. You actually, Nadav, got to go on stage.
Yeah.
And you were part of a trick where, I mean, just to give like the quick points of it, the woman was tied up with ropes. They cover you for a second, and then your coat is on her and the ropes are tied up over her. It made no sense.
How'd they do it? What did they do?
It was crazy. I mean, like, I didn't see, like, my back was to her. So all of a sudden, the second the curtain goes up, I just feel someone yank my jacket off. I'm like, who the fuck is doing that? I thought she was tied up. And then, like, 30 seconds later, the coat, or even less than that, like 10 seconds later, the coat's on her under the ropes. I have no idea how they did it.
Yeah.
But they did yell at me to keep smiling and clapping whenever they do stuff.
They did say that?
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys heard that, but whenever they looked at me, they're like, fucking smile.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I guess I'm not a smiley person.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
you're
I feel like
sweet.
they would say that to anyone then,
Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
Jesus.
We were
they were
watching
real
that pretty girl get tied up in front of you, and all of us were like, let's look for Nadav's boner.
Oh, yeah, we were all looking for your boner. She had a nice little body, and I could see that you weren't looking exactly at her eyes,
Right, I was looking at the rope. I was making sure that she was still tied up.
Uh-huh.
Sluts.
Yeah.
I had a guy put his elbow on my leg, remember?
Yeah. He used your leg as an arm. The guy in front of
Yeah.
us had his arm like this around his lady, and he rested his elbow on Christina's leg. And I was like, that's fucking bold, man.
I think they're so ripped.
Yeah, he was.
He was so hammered. I was like, this is
He
so
was the
great.
knife guy. He was
Yeah.
like, I got that knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people really get stoked when they
Yeah.
get to participate. It's funny. It's
Yeah.
like their big moment,
Yeah. But it was a good
But,
show,
it was
and
fun.
it blew everybody's mind, right?
Yeah.
They did that thing where things that you've said throughout the show are ultimately written on a piece of paper that's locked in a box, right? I have
How
no
they
idea
do
how they
that?
do that shit, man.
That's
no
wizardry.
idea.
I know. I love magic. It's so
It's fun.
And he ate a lot of cheesy bread.
Yeah.
He wanted his own basket, and we're like, well, no wonder you haven't pooped in a month, because all you're living off of is cheesy bread.
Yeah, and I also feel like we got a astonishing report. I didn't know this, that he didn't ship for all of November.
Yeah.
And that Dr. Drew was like, that's cool.
How can that be cool?
That's fine.
You guys must have misunderstood.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know, man. He not only did he say it was fine, he said he admired my resolve
Oh,
for doing
stop.
And you didn't
He's
dump
joking.
once.
No,
The whole month.
not once. And
The whole month. And
Not
you're
the
eating
whole-
every day.
I'm eating every day, and I mean it was natural up until maybe like the 18th day, and then
That's middle of the month.
yeah, and then I should have, but then I don't know. I just kind of made a bet with myself, and I was like, I bet you can't do this.
That's so
And I did it.
stupid. That's
Don't
so
do that
crazy
again.
and stupid. Please don't do
that
that.
again.
People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times.
That's me.
Yeah.
So, but you telling me that you had the urge to go, and then you ignore the urge in an effort to keep it inside for a month. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, just because of no shit November,
That's
man.
so
I
dumb.
really wanted to.
Could you
really
never-
wanted to do it big.
What was
do
your
that.
first dump like
I
in
asked him
December?
that before
On
too.
December 1st? Oh yeah, it was the biggest dump I've ever taken in my life. for
Like
sure.
how many logs came out of you?
God, 6, maybe.
Wow.
Something like that. I don't know. I mean, I obviously don't count. I mean, the thing I was telling Dr. Drew is I'm not there mentally when I do that, and that's why I don't so often. It's because I don't think about it. So that's why when you guys ask me when's the last time, I don't know.
6
I don't think-
logs came out of you?
Does it hurt coming out?
This time it did.
Well,
usually no.
It's got to feel like glass because it's probably it's dried up. It's been in there
Dude,
for a
you're-
month.
you're
That's not good.
You have to be like impacted at that point,
Fecal
right?
impaction.
Yeah. All right, stop doing that, okay?
Do you eat a
Okay.
lot? Are you not eating a lot? Is that why?
You see how he eats?
I
He
eat a
eats
ton. Yeah, I eat like
How
a
the
monster.
fuck are you keeping that in?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
please
know.
don't do that again.
All right.
Jesus.
All right, I won't do it.
Ugh. I feel like I get wrecked if I don't shit every day. If I skip one day, I feel so bloated and fat and gross.
Yeah. Yep.
No way. What's the longest you've gone without pooping?
Few days, max.
Max, like 2 days, maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I went longer than anything
What-
like that.
I tried a suppository once.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. I got it like halfway up, and then I just shit everywhere. Like it
You
works
did?
so fast. Yeah. If you ever, hey, why don't you try a I don't know. Though those work really quickly. A suppository. If you
Yeah?
ever have to make yourself dump,
You want to try it?
that glycerin just.
What is that?
So you get a suppository. It's like a little tampon for your beehole, and you just like try to push it in your butt. And I swear, just like poking, just
It
poking
dissolves
that thing
immediately
in your
like-
beehole.
like the minerals and whatever go up in
It's
there.
glycerin, I think. It fucking makes you shit so fast, dude.
Yeah.
But it has to go in.
It has
Yeah.
to. I don't
You
like
put it
putting
in
stuff
your-
in my
in
butt
your
either.
culo. Yeah.
But I just had to like kiss the rim. It was like, mwah, and then it woke up my beehole, and then all the brown came down.
See, but that's the thing. I don't want to though. I like not shitting
No.
once every
fuck
2
is
weeks.
wrong with you?
Okay, I won't do the month thing, but 2 weeks.
I think this is
perfect.
But you know,
No.
you have to know that the standard is daily, right? That's what people do.
Until this show, no, I did not. I was told, like I told you guys, I was told that 3 times a day is what you're supposed to do, but you're also told you're supposed to exercise every day, and people
Yeah.
don't do that either.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things. I was like, maybe this is just normal.
We got to get a physician in here, like an actual somebody who every day they just see patients about their physical health, and or a gastroenterologist. I would like to get one of them in here and really, I'd like more information about this.
You know what? I think it's psychological because
It sounds like he doesn't want to be there.
he doesn't want to poop. Yeah, see? He
Yeah.
can. He's choosing not to. What's the trauma? Did something happen to you as a kid while you were pooping? Someone beat you on the toilet?
I went over it with Drew, and it was there's no trauma. It's really just when it started, it was just an inconvenience. Like my mom and I had somewhere to go, so she was like, "Come on, let's go." So I was in the middle of it, and I just pinched it off, and I went. And so I thought to myself, I was like, "Oh, I could just not do it.
That's it.
Maybe we should just never do it, And then kind of just pushed
See?
it. And when I was a kid, I did hold it, like what I did this last month.
Yeah.
I did hold it, and then it just became natural.
See? Because mom was like, hurry up, we got to go. And then that's when he pinched off the first time. And then that's where it comes. You can't hurry kids when you're toilet training.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So somebody startled your toilet training process. I bet you.
Isn't that what you said happened to you too with your towel drying, not towel drying?
Well, yeah, because I think it comes from just
the
my
most
parents never
unnerving
doing it
thing I've
for
ever
me.
heard.
As a young person, no one did that for me. So I didn't know that that's like a self-care thing. You should dry yourself off. And then it became like, yeah, it's a waste of time. Why am I drying myself off? I should just go on with my day. Yeah, but that's just because it was like parental neglect. Honestly, I think what's happening. I think your mom traumatized the duty inside of you.
Maybe there could be. My memory is literally the worst, so there could be stuff that I just don't even
Yeah.
remember that happened, and maybe that really set it off in the beginning, or
Dude,
even earlier than that. I don't
Like
know.
your parents telling you that they're divorcing as you're on the toilet taking a dump or something traumatic. I'm serious. Like you could have been shitting and someone was like telling you the worst news of your life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could be.
So exciting though. That I hope you shit from now on, please. Once a week. Can you commit to once a week?
No, I cannot.
Once a week is too much
Come
for
on,
you?
bro.
It's just that I don't remember the last time I went on purpose. It's like,
Wait, do you don't exercise or do you?
I do not.
No.
No.
Because I feel
did
like
for like a week.
I feel like if you had a regular exercise routine,
Yeah.
there's no way that you could do this. Your body would just force it out more.
I do want to get bulkier. Maybe that'll be it.
That could be it.
Okay.
Start training.
I'm down to talk to that dude or whatever though. The gastro. You said a big word that I don't know.
Yeah. The gastroenterologist. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll get. I got one that I think will come in.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the thing we didn't mention a couple weeks ago that I was super honored by was the shout out on the Czarface song, Bizarro, right? They that is Esoteric, a 7L, and Inspected Deck. That's their group.
I know
And they have-
Inspected Deck. I've
Yeah,
heard
from
of that
Wu-Tang.
guy.
they had a new album out. And they say, "Catch me at your mom's house." What's up? What up, Tom Segura? And I was like, "What?" And the album, by the way, is bananas. It's so good. That's on the shout out's on the first track. The song's Bizarro, but I've listened to this album now like 10 times or more in just the last, I don't know, couple days. It's like 12 tracks. It's a really good album. Did you listen to it? You listen to the album?
Not yet. I listened to the song though. That was pretty dope.
Dude, that
Is it
song
on Spotify?
Yeah. The album's everywhere you can get music, but if you like hip hop, check out the new Czarface album. It's really, really something, man. That's different from the Wu-Tang thing that I have. I have something cooking that I can't say yet, but I have. I'm doing something that is involved with Wu-Tang.
Oh my!
I'll tell you pretty soon.
What?
But this album. I'm not just saying it because I did get turned on to the album because of the shout out, but the album is fantastic. Like the production's amazing, and like as an MC, Esoteric's.
Well, plus a shout out
tier,
to
man.
YMH.
Yeah,
we're
Catch Me
becoming
at Your Mom's House. Come on,
rapper's favorite. Danny Brown named his album. You know what I'm saying? And he listed us as one of his influences, and we're so honored to be a part of anybody's.
Yeah, and we got
music.
Brendan Urie singing original
hot farts for a living,
and he sung the original RPC song.
Right, that's right. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
He's like, I just threw this together in my basement.
I know.
It's fucking unbelievable.
So talented, that one.
Yeah. That guy's got quite a voice on him.
Yes.
All right, check this out. I'm sure this is okay to play. I hope it is.
My name is Phil, and I like to dress as a baby. I like to wear nappies. It's like a regressor. It's actually very comfortable. I just like to sit in them.
I support Phil's lifestyle choice.
Oh, do you? I don't think you should. I really, can I tell you what
I like that he was working construction.
Yeah.
You think this is going to play well with the fellas?
Why do we have to accept everybody's everything?
This is a good
I
way to
mean,
get
can we
flagged.
just... Oh, sorry.
No.
I mean, there's some stuff that
Can we just put these people somewhere else?
Well, I mean, do we have to share everything publicly and be proud of Can't there be shame attached to some stuff?
Well, I just see. I don't see that this
sake, man.
being that bad. I just think it's still always crazy to me to agree to do this video.
That's
like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Maybe
like,
that's
be
what
a
I'm
baby
upset about.
and dress up like
Yes.
a baby, and your partner's like, yeah, I'll hook you up with a baby, whatever. But then you're like, let's do it on the news though.
That's what I mean.
What?
Can't we keep something private? And I also, by the way, I'm just jealous and resentful that there's nothing in my world that I could liken to that. Like how he enjoys this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything that I'm so regressed and shamed about. Like, I wish I was this in touch with myself that I could be like, Tom, deep down inside, I want to dress like a dog, and I want you to put a tail in my beehole. And there's nothing like this that I enjoy.
I think I would probably be like,
I wish I could.
all right, but I would not let you do a news segment on it.
Wait, you would change my dye?
Well, you just said dog.
Well, if I was a dog, maybe that's what
I'll give you a tail. We had that. We were talking about that fantasy because we have to take our dog to get her anal gland expressed.
Bitsy, I have to go every month.
We were talking about going to maybe a new vet where you bring Bitsy in and you go, I need to get her anal glands expressed. And then you go, oh, I got a bigger dog I got to go grab in the waiting room.
Yeah.
And then I come in and I go, roo, roo, roo,
and you've got the mask on
and I'm like,
and the harness.
And then I just turn on my side and I lift my leg up. And then you go, oh, can you express his anal glands too? They haven't been expressed in a while. And I go,
and does she do it?
I think she goes, what kind of dog is this?
The wolf.
It's a wolf dog. And then I go, I lick her mouth.
Let him do it. You want to let him do that so he knows who you are.
And then she's like, wow, he has like superhuman features. She keeps looking at you.
And then I'll be like, Listen, there's an extra $100 in it for you if you'll just express my husband's anal glands.
Yep. And then he may leak from his penis, and if you collect it with your mouth, it'll help us.
God, I did not sign up for that part of the fantasy.
And I'm like,
I kind of want to try this and see what happens.
Yeah.
You'll get arrested.
for sure. He would never
Yeah.
get that far.
No.
Right away. Police would be there in moments.
Do you think that somebody's fetish is that they want to get their anal glands expressed?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right now, somebody's asking someone else.
I found out he liked to dress as a baby after being together for about a year.
He kept it a secret
When I
a
see
year.
him wearing his nappy, I kind of feel indifferent.
I like to pee in them, but not the other stuff. It's just not me at the moment.
It's not me at the moment.
It's
I like
not
to go sissy.
me at the moment.
Babe.
S-A-R-T.
Babe.
Yeah.
He's laying in a giant-sized crib.
Yep. I like to pee, but not the other stuff. He can't even
He
say
can't
it.
even say it. Yeah. He's like, I'm embarrassed. I can't say the other thing.
Look at him. Look at him laying there.
Happy as can be. I've never known
Barbara
that
doesn't like the
joy.
nappy
Ever.
stuff, really.
No.
And she won't change the dirty ones, but
Ugh.
she will put a clean one on for me.
Ugh. I mean, this is a grown man. He's like, oh, she won't change the dirty ones, but
But look how happy he is.
yeah, he's thrilled.
He loves this, and she's indifferent. She says, when I see him in his nappy, I'm indifferent. That can't be
do you realize
good.
how many phone calls she got from people in her life? after this?
Coworkers, family.
friends that she's like, they're like, oh, you still dating Phil? And then they're like, Jesus, I just saw the fucking news piece. You want to get out of there? You want to come to your senses?
Well, and if they have children too, what's going to happen when she's got to change everybody's dye in the house? Yeah, she's going to be a tad resentful.
Would you be mad if I was into that?
1,000%. With actual children in the house, now I'm changing 3 dudes' dyes.
I would just stay upstairs and
I'd be
cry.
so pissed.
I would cry until you came and
I'm
changed
like,
me.
fuck off.
Mama! I would just keep doing that. Then you come up, what the fuck, Tom? And I'd be like, poo, poo, poo. Poo, poo, dye. And you're like, oh, I can smell it from over here. And I'd be
Oh
like,
my God. I think about your dumps too, and a dye mashed in there. How
pretty
many logs
serious.
do you produce per movement? I bet Annie's monthly dump is your daily.
No.
Yeah, you caca a lot.
No.
Every time you come in the door, you're like, I gotta take a shit. Every single time. Every time
I did
he comes
plop pretty
home.
hard the other day.
You what?
I plopped pretty hard.
How many logs? How much? Just tell me.
I don't know. It was a lot. Felt
2
like a lot.
logs?
I guess.
And that in a dye mashed against your butt with all the hair and stuff?
I know, but I'm a baby. I need help. Help me.
And
My
then
favourite thing about being Phil's mummy
Oh,
is
God.
caring for
Oh,
him.
fuck.
It's not dodgy. It's more of a lifestyle. Some people enjoy sports. Phil likes being a baby.
Would you date a girl that wanted that done to her?
hell no.
That wanted to be dressed as a baby?
And you have to baby her?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nah, that's a specific kind of weird.
Yeah.
But that's like age play. I mean, you know about age play, right?
Oh, do I? Who said that?
I
Do
guess
you?
nobody.
No.
I mess with DDLG, yeah.
Yeah?
What?
Yeah, no, I know about it.
DDLG?
DDLG.
What's that?
What's that?
I actually don't remember the. I know it's some little girl, some daddy little girl.
Okay.
Dom,
Yeah.
I
Dom
know.
daddy
I
little
see it
girl,
on
that's probably it.
TikTok. The daddies talking to their babies. So you've been a daddy?
You have?
I didn't like look for it, but it happened, and I don't know. I just went with it. I went with the flow.
Wait,
Okay.
is this someone you were dating for a while?
Yeah.
And like how long before she brings it up? You know what I mean? That's what she's into.
It was pretty quick. Like I think we made the joke about like, haha, like I bet you're into that daddy shit, and she started calling me that ironically, and then there was just enough times where I'm like, this isn't ironic, is it? Like you're into this, huh? And yeah.
So did you have to role play then? That's what it led to?
It didn't go this far. So
what kind of thing is it? Just name stuff? Then I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, it's names, and it's like, I don't know. They want to be treated like kids, just not little toddler babies, but kids, like younger. So I'm treating them like a dad would treat their daughter instead. I really don't like this conversation.
Okay, so wait. So she's like, okay, so you're like, let's go to the movies. And she goes, yeah, let's see Dumbo. Let's see Frozen 2. And then that's the kind of thing you're discussing? So you go see like a children's movie and you buy her a lolly.
Like that?
We didn't. I wouldn't go that far. If I was into this, then yes, we would go.
How far would you go? What would you do?
I just did, the daddy princess shit. And
like, come on, princess, let's go?
Yeah, stuff like that. You give them head pats and stuff. This is,
You give me head pats. Does that mean we're into daddy princess play?
A little bit, maybe.
Oh, no.
Wait, and then
I could use a dad.
Does this extend... Does this extend to sex then, though? Like, is this part of...
Definitely. So that's where I am. Like, you're into this, huh? Because she said it ironically. At least she pretended it was ironic during sex.
Yeah.
Called me daddy, and I was like, you're like into it, huh? And she like got all...
And did she want you to take it, though, to like a toddler place? Like, is that what she actually wanted?
I don't think so. No. I don't think she went to the toddler. I think there's severity levels of it.
Yeah.
And she was more just little... It's little smaller than she was.
Did she have a pacifier? Because some littles on TikTok have passies.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's where I think it gets
small.
to the extreme, and you're literally a toddler.
A little,
She was not like that far, but she was into it. She might be there now. Who knows?
For me, there's nothing dodgy about my age play, but for a lot of people, it is.
Sadly, Phil has been forced to keep his lifestyle choices a secret.
Not anymore.
As he's afraid to tell his closest friends and family.
Well,
why does he have to...
You hooked him up with a TV spot.
Why does anybody have to tell the friends and family? I still don't understand this need to tell everyone in your family what makes your dick hard. That is not a need for everyone to know.
There certainly isn't.
One of the hardest things for me is having to hide my lifestyle living as a baby.
Well,
I don't want it to affect my work.
Yeah, Phil.
I don't want people to think I'm a weirdo.
Phil, you
to
are.
me, it's just normal.
It's not.
It's
Phil.
not, and you're
Just
not.
so you know, it's not.
And you should go away.
It's definitely not a normal, within the bounds of normal behavior. It's not.
No, you're drinking a fucking baby bottle.
Yeah, you're a dude.
Yeah, you're fucking 46
grown,
and you're drinking a baby bottle. What are you talking about?
I never really got to enjoy my childhood because we moved around a lot. And I think that's where the age play comes from. But to be honest, I'd probably still do it.
This guy works construction.
I know. He's so masculine.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's okay.
My goal with this is by showing myself off to the world.
Oh, please don't.
It will make it seem more normal.
It's not.
And maybe make people less judgmental.
It's not working. It's doing the opposite for me.
Yeah, it kind of drives it up. I want to be more judgmental.
Makes me just not want to see Phil doing this shit anymore.
I personally think that age play adds a whole new dimension to our relationship.
Oh, fuck.
It makes us stronger. We love each other more. We bond together. I just hope that people can leave us to live our lives the way we want to live them.
They did.
They did before.
Without judgment.
Yeah, before you fucking did this.
I know, then don't announce it.
Yeah,
Do you see her playing with him? Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
Here's the ball. Here's the boxy goo goo gaga
goo goo.
Where's Tommy?
Tommy.
Where's Tommy? I just don't know how they get into character. I think it's so embarrassing for me, like how he commits so fully to it.
Yeah.
I'm just repressed. Maybe I'm just repressed. I cannot find I can't do anything this involved.
Yeah. I don't
where
know.
I fully get immersed in it.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Like, I've never done, I mean, aside from Bobby and Trish, a role play.
Role play, yeah.
Type of I don't know.
But even that,
I feel
it's like you
so
don't
weird.
have to do a whole news segment on it. Hey, this is what we do at home. What? Why? Because I just want people to know and stop judging me about the thing they had no idea about.
I know. Now they're judging, dude.
Yeah.
From a 30-second news thing. Or, I mean, a 5-minute blurb on a TV show. It's not like they did an hour on it and they're really getting into him and what a great person he is and how sweet he is. Like,
you want to see something else cool?
So upsetting.
You want to see something cool?
Yeah.
Nate, this just may be the mugshot of the day, perhaps even the year. Check this guy out. Ohio police are looking for him.
boy.
And obviously,
It's like
he's
Jeff Tate.
not hard to miss. The 51-year-old has a tattoo on his face reading pothead.
Look at that tattoo.
Wait, that's all she's pointing out. And he also has a big weed leaf, and his eyebrows are tattooed on. That's all she
There is
sees?
a pot leaf all
okay.
across his forehead and eyebrows. You can obviously see it there. Police took to Facebook saying they need to find him because he failed to tell them that he changed his address. And they also say he has some words written on his fingers, lone wolf.
This does look like Jeff Tate.
It
and
looks exactly like Jeff Tate.
Jeff lives in Ohio, too.
He does. And Jeff could be talked into this tattoo.
For how much? For a bag of weed?
No, I think you have to give him some more, but I mean...
What would you have to give Jeff to do this?
This is,
there he is. There's our buddy.
Yeah, there he
Aw,
is.
I love him so much.
Is he wearing a sleeveless vest there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
I've seen him in that. He wears that with the...
Oh, that was on that Doug Benson show, The High Court.
Mm-hmm. And then he wears like a Fonzie shirt under it.
See, like, click the one in the middle right there.
Aw.
Yeah, you could put the tattoo right there. It's a fucking dead ringer for it. Yeah. Pothead.
There he is.
Yeah.
I do
Tattooed
miss
the
Jeff
leaf.
Tate.
He's great.
You just saw him, right?
We just did that weekend, my last domestic weekend together. We did Erie, Columbus, Grand Rapids, and Windsor together. It was
Love
great.
it. How was Windsor, BTW? My birthplace.
It was great. It was, I don't know. I didn't see anything.
Looking at real estate?
No, I just, literally, we got the bus dropped us off at the casino at Caesars. And, you
didn't see a lot.
You don't
of
see
Windsor.
anything, yeah. Do the show, leave.
My friend
But the show was
Shane,
fun.
my Canadian friend Shane, lives in Edmonton, and he told me that a lot of people die every year trying to swim across Lake Ontario. That they get hammered, and in the wintertime, they'll swim across Lake Ontario, and they'll die.
Jesus Christ.
I know. That's my tribe, too.
Pretty wild. You want
That's
to
my
do
peeps.
some dates?
Sure, homie.
I have.
I wish somebody would make this talk. Jeff Tate's voice come out of his picture.
I have some 2020 dates.
2020.
If you guys want to come
2020.
see some of the new. After I go to Australia and New Zealand, I come back. I have some all Spanish shows. I'm doing Ontario, Oxnard, and Tempe in February. And then Spokane, that's all English. Then I have a night, let's see. Oh, yeah, Vegas. I'm doing Vegas March 6th and 7th at the Mirage at the Terry Fator Theater. I'm doing a weekend at the Ice House in Pasadena in March 13th and 14th. And then Dayton as well in March. And then after that, I'll do Brea. And then I'll do some more Spanish shows. Dallas, Houston, Austin, and San Antonio. Those are all in Spanish. And then I go back to the Mirage in May. And finally, West Palm Beach at the West Palm Beach Improv in June with a final show in Spanish at the Miami Improv. And then Jean.
Yes, my love. 2020 rolls on. I am finally kind of touring a lot more. So January 9th through 11, Momston, Cap City Comedy Club.
Okay.
January 30th through February 1st, Houston, Texas at the Houston Improv.
Don't work no wreck.
Hey, February 14th and 15th, Tampa, Florida at the Tampa Improv.
Let's go full throttle.
February 28th through 29th. I just added Manfred Disco at Cobb's Come On Your Comedy Club.
Our pussies itch.
March 7th, Pasadena at the Ice House. That's the October 25th show. I had to cancel. Tickets will be honored there. March 13th and 14th, Doral, Florida at the Miami Improv.
Do you know what time the shows are?
Oh, say around 8 o'clock, 8:15.
Okay.
March 26th through 28th, Dallas, Tejas at the Addison Improv.
You would be required to make daddy come.
April 3rd and 4th, Jew Dork Titties at Caroline's. April 24th and 25th, Des Moines, Iowa at the Funny Bone.
I'm gonna make you cry.
And then June 12th through 13th, Fartniks, Arizona at Stand Up Live. Tickets at Christina P. I think YouTube has flagged all the parts of the show.
Come on.
Listen.
We're just done with YouTube?
I guess we're done with making people happy. Listen to Where My Mom's At. Also, Tom's got a new...
Tom Segura en Español.
Yeah.
That's on my personal YouTube page if you want to subscribe to it on iTunes. If you want to download it, that'd be great. Rate, review, subscribe. Please share it with your friends, your Spanish-speaking friends. It's Tom Segura en Español on my YouTube page. And again, also you can download it everywhere. And then, of course, Two Bears, One Cave I do with Bird Kreishner. And then Where My Mom's At. And what else?
We got
The Honeydew's also on this show.
Dr. Drew After
channel.
Dark.
And Dr. Drew After Dark. Yeah. Very exciting stuff.
Studio Jeans in 2020. Lots of good things happening.
Lots of fun stuff. All right. Thanks. We'll be back shortly with a guest.
Bye, Gene.
All right. We are
Feliz
here.
Navidad, everybody.
We're so excited. We've done your radio show before.
Yes.
But we've never had you here.
You did it separately as well.
We did it separately.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were hilarious on the Drew Carey show. You were great as the late.
You never said any of that when you were on my show.
Yeah, because
you were much more kind of hey, I don't need to be friendly.
I haven't seen that fucking show.
All right,
I'm trying to be nice.
Oh, you reading
and
something?
then
You're reading.
yeah. And says here you're from another country. What's that like?
Did you enjoy it? You played Groundskeeper Willie, is that right? Were you Shrek?
Well, as you know, Tom doesn't have a nice personality like I do.
That's
I
true.
would say that I'm a lot more friendly. I like to make people feel comfortable.
Yeah, it's kind of good cop, bad cop, I think. Really,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, but I'm not sure because I think, although Tom is gruff,
Yeah.
I think I probably trust him a little more.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
I think.
Wow.
Well, I'm not saying I don't trust you,
But
I
you
just
know
don't
what?
trust you as much as I trust
There's an
Tom.
old
Really?
Scottish saying.
Yeah.
Bros before hoes. Am
No,
I right?
that is not a Scottish saying. That is, you say that in Scotland, you'll get your testicles handed to you in a bag. No, there's no bros before
I
hoes.
don't know.
It's just like and don't say hoes. In fact,
Really?
you called me what? Here's your testicles.
You can't say
You can't
that.
say hoe?
I don't think so. No, I don't. It's not very nice.
Can you
It's
say
not very
slapper?
nice.
Do you call them
Slapper?
slappers?
It's the 1920s. You could say Toots, are you a slapper?
By the way, we should probably mention that the name of our guest.
Oh,
for
yeah.
those
We're
listening,
just so excited
Is,
you're here.
is Craig Ferguson. So,
Thank you.
Do you keep up with? Okay, because you've lived in the States now a long time, right?
Yeah, but I moved back.
You
to
did move
Scotland.
back?
Yeah, I moved back to Scotland like a year ago.
Why did you move back?
I wanted to live back there for a while. I also wanted to be an American living abroad in the country that I'm originally from.
That's
I feel
interesting.
it's not an area that's been covered enough.
Did you find that I'll preface this by, do you know Louis Lee, the owner of Acme in Minneapolis?
No, I don't.
Great guy. He came over from Hong Kong when he was, let's say 30, right?
Right. We don't all know each other yet.
Well, I figured you
Okay,
might.
all right.
But one thing that I was fascinated by was that, he lives here. He has a very heavy accent.
Right.
But when I went on a trip with him to Asia, and we thought it was hilarious that he's been so far removed from his country of origin that when he goes back and he's speaking Cantonese, everyone's like, well, your shit is weird. Like his references and his slang was all outdated.
Yes.
And does that happen also?
Yes, that happens to me. And I also get a lot of, oh, you sound really American now. You're some fucking American now. Yeah. Look at you fucking bastard. And I'm like, I don't really think I sound that American.
No. Yeah.
But apparently.
Well, that's the thing. I guess to us, you don't.
Right.
To them, you do.
Well, I mean, but what does that even sound like anymore? I mean, what is it? It's not.
American?
Yeah, but Americans a lot of different accents. When I was starting in late night, I used to get a lot of are Americans going to accept someone with an accent? I'm like, the governor of California can't pronounce the name of the fucking state he's the governor of. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
California.
You had that great joke in the trailer for your new special where you said when you became a late night host, you were afraid that they wouldn't accept you, Americans, because you're watching your weight and you had an accent.
Yeah,
that was the thing
you.
I worried about. Well, the whole time I was in that show, I worried about, putting on weight and having an accent. And then when I quit, they put in a fat guy with a bigger accent than me. It's like, It's like, all right, everybody. Like, oh, come on.
Was it a constant thing on your mind? Wait, like were you always? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Doesn't it? Well, I mean, I think anyone in show business
TV,
worries.
Oh my God.
I think everybody worries about it,
Yeah.
except thin people.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, they're worrying about other things.
They have other shit going on.
Yeah. I worry about it. My wife is pretty thin.
Yeah.
And she worries about being fat. And I'm like, you're not fat at all.
Really?
Yeah.
But especially late night, you're on every night. So if
Yeah.
you don't get a good night's rest or you look tired the next day, everybody sees it. Like,
yeah,
you can't have a bad.
Would you get feedback a lot on it? On you know
not
what I mean?
from
on
anyone
appearance?
I would listen to. You
No.
got to remember, most of the time I was doing that show, it was so early in social media that no one took it seriously. It was kind of like MySpace or something.
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
where- So I don't recall it being much of an issue at the time. I messed with my own head, but I didn't.
Yeah.
No one was really having a go at me because I had a very interesting setup, something that will never ever happen in television again. Because CBS were so keen to hire Dave and book Dave during the late night wars when Johnny retired, that they gave him the 2 hours of real estate and television between 11:30 and 1:30. He owned that time period as long as he was on the air. They didn't, just like say you can put on what he owned the time period. Whatever was in that time period, that was David Letterman's. So I didn't really have to work for CBS.
You really are working for
I'm
Dave.
really working for Dave. So
great.
So the good thing was that they didn't pay much attention to me. The bad thing was, of course, they never promoted the show. They never put up a fucking billboard. There was never an advert.
Yeah.
They didn't fucking invite me to anything. But at the same time,
What? You didn't get invited to the
no, I
Christmas
didn't get invited
party?
to anything. No. As it turned out, I think it was probably good. But it was not a natural coupling, me and CBS. I don't do well in a situation which is you're the face of a large, extremely conservative corporation. But because Dave was there, that's fine.
Because we all have this fascination with Dave.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a weekly or monthly or some type of rapport? How did it work with him?
We used to go on vacation a couple of times a year.
What?
Sailing.
No way.
I spoke to Dave about 6 times.
Yeah.
And I think 4 of them you can see on YouTube.
Okay.
No, Dave was in the East Coast. I was in the West Coast. And also, he was doing his own show, so he didn't really pay much attention to me.
Right.
What I will say, which is 100% true, whenever I had to ask him for help, which wasn't often, but if ever I was like, I need the network to get off my back on this or something, he always showed up 100% right away.
That's cool.
And he was very, very cool. So he didn't disappoint in that regard.
What would you have to help with CBS? What kind of notes would you get?
I remember there was sometimes, like if I wanted a guest, he would say, he would have someone from his office make a call or something like that. But I think most of the time, it was during a negotiation once. Rob Burnett, do you know Rob Burnett?
Mm-mm.
Rob Burnett ran Worldwide Pants when Dave was on the air. And Rob's a cool guy.
Uh-huh.
So Rob called me up during negotiations. I was being an asshole during the negotiation. I was like 5 years in and I was being a dick about it. And he said, what do you want, Craig? And I said, I want money. That's what I fucking want, Rob. I want money. And he went, okay. And he sent me a shoebox with a couple of grand in it with used dollar bills. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's cool.
And I took it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I got. $2,000
I was
for
gonna
10
say.
years.
That's great, man.
But he was, they were cool. Worldwide Pants were a cool company. CBS,
Yeah.
they don't really have a personality. They're too big. It's like working for Germany or something.
I work for Germany. I'm still fascinated.
She went to the joke. Begin.
Dude, I think it's actually, I keep thinking about that you moved back to Scotland. Is it temporary?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of liking it right
You
now.
are?
Yeah.
How's your wife liking it?
She wanted to go. It was her idea. I don't know how long you guys been married, but like if my wife has an idea, Tom, we're pretty much going to be doing that.
That's kind of true, isn't it?
That's right. I mean,
That's
like I'm not being
true.
am I right, fellas? I mean, that's really a thing. Right?
That is true because I think he wants to do something, but until I'm like, all right, let's fucking do this. Then he gets excited and we do it.
Right, and I think that's part of mutual respect and understanding.
But it's also, it's a thing, you know what it is? It's that like, if you go, I want to do something, and my wife's not on board with it, it throws off the equilibrium of your home and your happiness and so it's like as soon as like your wife's on board with it, like, hey, let's do this, and you go and you're willing to do it or you want to do it, then you're like, oh, this means that like life continues to be smooth.
Right. And
That's
also,
why.
if it goes wrong, it wasn't my idea.
Yeah. Why are we back in fucking Scotland? This is your stupid idea. Like you can
Right. I can like, what are we doing back here? Everybody thinks I sound American. Do you have a system of, I was talking to my wife about this the other day. I have a system of understanding her body language, and I know shit's about to go off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it's based on, my system is based on emus.
I'm on what?
Emus. You know the bird, the emu?
The emu,
The
yeah.
emu, right.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little thing like that.
Yeah.
When I see her make one emu hand like that, that's bad.
Then you know.
You see
One
two emus?
emu.
Fucking shit. The emu feeding?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking bad. And then fucking emus explode? Get out.
Yeah.
So this is her. This is an anger.
This is
I'm pissed. I'm annoyed.
Yeah, this is going to get dangerous very fast.
She says, Craig, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. So she's starting to ramp up.
We are not going to live in Los Angeles much longer. All right?
Yeah. Okay.
And then it's time we went to live in Scotland. You fat fuck!
And then you're like, all right, tickets are booked.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good to go.
How do you know I'm going to get angry?
I feel like with you, I don't know if it's really so much body language. I can almost feel it in the force field. Like when I walk in the house, I'll be like, something in the energy.
Yeah,
that's true. I feel it in the air.
The ions go the other way.
They do. I could tell. I pick
Yeah.
up on it like there can be less than 2 seconds of interaction where I'll just like say something, you say something, and I'll walk and I'll stop and I'll be like, is something bothering you? And you're like, yeah. How'd you know? I'm like, because I could feel it in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it work the other way though? Do you ever like walk when you come in, you open the door and you think, oh, it's sexy time?
I can tell.
Yeah.
I feel like it long enough with somebody, you really pick up on
yeah,
things.
you know. Yeah.
And it's like you don't need that many.
It's like not an emu on the horizon.
No.
Yeah. You just can't see him. It's
You just know.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just know.
I can tell when Tommy's happy if we're at dinner. If he's really content,
Yeah.
he does this thing where he puts two arms on the table and then this hand grasps the elbow.
You know, I'm content.
That life is good.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yes.
Just like very like.
That's a very specific
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like in a previous life you must have been a king.
Oh.
You know, like the king's put his arms together. Oh, great.
Everyone's gonna live tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
Do you have?
You look quite like a king, Tom.
Really?
He
Yeah, I
is.
think. Don't you think?
Yes.
Like when you were first attracted to Tommy, like his regal
Yes.
presence, like his awesome masculinity.
100%.
Yeah, no,
You're
I can see it.
absolute. Let me
Yeah.
tell you too. I met him when he was 23. The guy acted like he was 43 already. He was never 23. He was
Right.
never a dickhead.
Right.
He was always very mature and very sweet and very refined. Yes, I've always admired him before we dated.
nice.
I'm
This
a
is a
huge
really good
fan.
episode for me.
No,
Yeah.
this is going very well.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the new Dr. Ruth.
Is that the next show you're
Now,
going to
when
do?
you are pleasuring each other.
I'll say
Sorry,
this.
I went too far.
No, that
I
was
went too
great.
far,
not it's never
You're
too far
This
in the
is
show.
always happens to guy. You're getting more handsome. Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah. Like the
From
gray-
when?
the
From when I
gray-
came in?
No,
Because I think it's that burger I just
think-
had from.
You've
your
cut your
vegan
hair
burger?
shorter. Your hair's shorter, yeah?
It was, yeah. Then the last time I saw you, when I saw you last, I was doing that little radio show in my shed.
Yes.
And I went a little crazy.
Yeah.
During that time period.
You did?
Yeah, I wasn't leaving the house because the radio show was 2 hours a day at the shed at the bottom of my driveway. And I would just like shuffle down my sweatpants, eat garbage, and then do a show and then go home.
I know, it's
To make
too
people
weird.
understand, though, you had a very, again, unique arrangement where you were able to do a broadcasted radio show on your property.
Yeah.
Which, like, basically nobody gets to do that. Everybody has to go into the
I
raw.
think actually I probably, if LA City had heard about it, I would probably got taxed for it or something.
Right.
But the Sirius gave me a radio show to do, and they would have let me keep doing it. I just couldn't.
Really?
Yeah, I'm 57 years old. I've been doing this for a long time. I am sick of hearing me fucking talk.
Really?
Yeah, and when I go to Scotland, days go by, I don't see shit. Like days. I'll be out there like walking around, there's cows and stuff, and I'm like looking at them, and they look at me. We just move on.
Wait, where are you? So not specifically in Scotland. Are you in Edinburgh? Are you in a city? Are you out in the...
I'm in a city during the week, and then I go to a little country place at the weekend.
Oh, you live in life, dude.
great.
That's
yes,
good.
I do.
That's-
Yes, I live my life.
Yeah.
I do. I'm
Yeah.
unashamed of that. Yeah,
That's
I do
great.
it.
That is great. Now, can I ask you this? Did you go there on your plane?
I sold my plane, Tom.
Wait a minute.
No, I heard Greta talking about it, and I was like, you know what? You're right.
Yes.
You're right. The plane must go. I've still got a plane, but I got a small.
You have a pilot's license. I
do.
read
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Now, what did you have that you sold? What was it?
Well, I had a G4.
Okay, let's look this up.
Well, I know what that
this?
is.
G4, yeah. That was a. There you go.
Yeah, it's just a piece of shit.
That tiny little
Small,
thing.
beautiful
that piece of
plane.
crap,
Which,
yeah.
by the way, do you think that I should get one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's one thing
I'm
I
on
will
the
tell
road
you.
constantly.
I mean, I sold it. It's a stupid, ridiculous, vulgar piece of wealth.
No.
But
What?
I will say this. If you write your wife's name in gold letters on the side of a G4, it's happy time for like a day.
Yeah.
A full 24 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long did you have it for?
24 hours.
Yeah.
No, I for about 2 years.
But you used it a lot?
I used it when I was touring.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I had it is because this was my reasoning. It's no good reasoning at all. But I was working in late night. I was doing gigs at the weekend and stuff like that. So I would shoot the show and then get in the plane and then go do the gig and then come back.
That's
and
a lot.
and all that stuff.
Yeah, you
So
can't play commercially doing that.
Well, I wouldn't have been
Would
able to
suck.
make a lot of gigs.
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't. But I think that what really happened, in all honesty, is that one morning after I quit, I didn't buy the plane until very late on in late night, and then I still had it afterwards, and I was getting worried about how much money I had to earn every year just to not go broke.
Yeah.
And I thought, I think I have to scale it down a little bit. And then my wife, who we've talked about before, said, maybe it's time to end the baller lifestyle. You're not a fucking rapper. And so
They're all the same, aren't they?
Dream crusher. What about jewelry as an investment? My husband's fond of buying very expensive gold chains. Did you do any of that?
I have to tell you, I'm so hooked up in the jewelry market.
You are?
I am not saying it on the air with you guys, but afterwards, we can go to a place.
Okay.
Now,
Hey.
listen, you can't show anyone you have it once you get it.
No.
All right, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
How much should he
I
spend
don't care
on it?
who had to die to get this.
Okay. Well, then that's good.
Good.
Now, do you wear gold chains?
Sometimes.
Do you rap at any point? 'Cause
No.
I don't know. The rapping king. I'm spitballing.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a new act.
Yeah.
I need a new hour.
Do you need a new hour? Have you just dumped another on
Yeah,
Netflix? Is
yeah,
it Netflix? Is that
Yeah, I shot one. It hasn't come out yet. But then you start to get that panic. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, because when you don't have an act, you think. But here's the thing, though. I'm done.
What?
You're done?
I'm not going to do it anymore.
Really?
Yep, that's it.
After this?
This one's out.
This is it.
That's it. I'm
And
not gonna write another
did you
one.
know that as you were doing it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think, enough.
What's going on? You got nothing to say?
Yeah, I think that's it. I think I
Yeah.
said everything I had to say, and then I thought, do I really want to be a 57-year-old man commenting on the lives of people 25 years younger than me? Because that's where you end up. And I think, no, I don't want to be that guy. So I've got some books and some stories that I want to write, and I'm directing a movie next year, and I want to do that.
Okay. Well, you're doing a lot of things. Though.
Yeah, I'm doing things. I'm just not doing any more stand-up.
I could see. I mean, I always have that thought in my head of like, what would be like? Do you play in your head? Will I be the guy who's still gigging in his 70s?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like doing those, or do you go, will I do this and then something else will become of interest and I'll just, because you also see, like, if you're a comic, you see so many people who are successful comics that end up stepping away.
Well,
you know?
I think there's probably a reason for it. I think that if you keep going in the same vein, like when I started doing stand-up, I was like, it was the time of punk rock, really, or just after punk rock, and it was a very angry type of style and a very kind of aggressive and booze-ridden environment, and and I had a very angry sort of persona, and used to run around and be very physical and stuff, and I think if you do that in your 50s, people kind of like feel sad for you.
Yes. You're right. Like I love Madonna. I follow her on.
It's exactly that.
Right?
It's exactly
right.
Live in the number 2. Yeah.
But I mean, I follow her on the gram, and I'm not sure. I can't put my finger on what is not right. Like she's gigging hard. She's doing the show, and she has a lot of surgeries, and she wants to look exactly as she did in her 20s. And Like, am I a misogynist? Because you know what I mean? Am I like,
I don't think so.
why are you trying to look young, bitch? When Mick Jagger's out there doing his thing still.
People feel sad for Mick Jagger. It's like,
they fucking sure do.
Do they?
It's like, do you know I worked with him for a while?
You did?
What?
Yeah.
When?
Years ago, I wrote a movie called Saving Grace. And the movie did really well. It won Sundance and all that. Just like right about 1999, 2000. And he saw it. And he had an idea for a movie, and he wanted me to write the screenplay for it. So I went on tour with the Rolling Stones for a little bit.
Come on.
Bridges to Babylon tour, yeah.
And?
when Mick had time, he would sit and give me notes on the script and stuff like that.
And how long did you do that for?
A couple of months.
Okay.
I mean, it's quite an experience,
I got really
right?
good at doing Mick.
Yeah.
I can do his voice in ways where only when he's sitting down now.
Yeah.
And he always likes to tell people where to sit. Like, you know what, Christina, you should probably sit there.
Really?
And Tom sit there would be better.
It's better
Really?
for him. He
Yeah.
wants the room arranged.
He likes to
Arrange
control
it.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not a bad guy at all. Very
Yeah.
nice man.
Well,
Yeah.
according to Keith Richards, Keith hates the guy.
Well, Keith Richards is a very impressive dude, though. Because Keith Richards obviously was around. I didn't interact with him much, but it's very much his band. Everybody kind of is in awe of Keith Richards. Because Keith Richards, it would be in that band if they were playing in a pub in South London for 25 quid a night. He doesn't care about whether it's a pub or a stadium. He just loves playing the music. It's really about the music for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a rare beast like that. I mean, he's very, very pure. And the idea that he's a kind of out of control, druggie is kind of...
Not true.
I think it's a little exaggerated. I think he's enjoyed heroin, but who amongst us hasn't?
Yeah.
I've certainly enjoyed heroin. I have to say, I took heroin more informally in the 1980s, and then when
It's got to be great.
It's got to be the best.
Well, I have to. Yeah, it's good. But I had dental surgery about 2 years ago. And it was a very intense, inflamed abscess thing. It was very, very painful. And they gave me some of that new heroin that they
Yeah.
made.
The Oxys.
The Oxy?
Yeah.
It was a Percocet, it was called.
Yeah, those are great.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah,
Is that
the
what
best.
heroin feels like? Percocet?
Heroin isn't as good as Percocet.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
I was going to say, like, if you're starting drugs now, you got to get into pills. You got to try pills. You gotta
I love that you guys are doing a PSA as well as a podcast.
That's where you want to lean into.
That's where you...
Fuck needles, snorting.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Listen, if I was going to get off the wagon and start doing drugs and alcohol again, I don't think I'd be drawn into alcohol much because that
makes you fat, hungover.
Yeah, but if I was
angry.
getting into anything, I think it would be. And I've seen people with long-time sobriety fuck their lives up with Vicodin.
Sure, it's easy to get, especially if you're a celebrity.
And also, I mean, exactly.
Yeah.
I used to be on late night. An extra 50 in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get some perks?
Doctor?
Now, let's talk about heroin. When's the first time you did it? And
in New York in 1984.
And how does one do heroin for the first time?
Well, they used to have a thing that was called chasing the dragon. I don't like the idea of needles. So, chasing the dragon, right? You set fire to it underneath the silver paper and inhale the smoke.
I think I did that accidentally when I was 15.
You can also snort it. You can snort heroin.
I smoked heroin accidentally.
You snorted heroin?
Yeah.
I can't remember if I've certainly snorted many things. Heroin may have been part of it.
But you injected it.
Never injected. No, I'm very glad of that, actually.
Me
As
too.
it turned out, there was a horrible... I don't know if you guys heard, but there was a horrible disease connected to
Yes.
that. Oh, boy.
But I don't know what it says about me that I feel at peace with your decision. Just like it calmed me down that you're like, I think I'm done doing stand-up. I'm like,
I just showed you
it
the
feels
door
good.
at the end of it.
Yeah, it feels good to hear. I don't know why.
That someone else can.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
I think it feels like once you start and you're hooked, because stand-up really is the only thing in my life I've ever really committed and stuck with. It made me an adult. It made me a better person, the
Right.
discipline of it. Obviously, marriage and children, yes, too. But, but I can't give up. I can't stop.
Yeah. No,
There's a
it's
thing
not
that you
time.
can't.
It's not time, but
No.
it's something about hearing somebody who's further ahead than you then go like, and then I reach this point and now I'm just done and I'm going to do something else. I'm like, That's nice.
I equate it a little bit like boxers. You know,
Yes.
really good boxers.
Exactly.
If you know when to quit, you can have a good life afterwards. If you don't know when to quit, you're going to get hurt and start talking weird.
But you know what? You're a very introspective, smart, thoughtful
Yeah, I think you might not be
person.
done.
You're going to come back. Once you go to Scotland, you're going to kick around with these cows and you're going to get bored and that rebel's going to come up.
I don't think so. I mean, I appreciate the idea of that, and I thank you for it, but I don't think that's true.
Right.
I don't need it. I used to need it.
Yeah.
I used to really need it. I mean, all the things you described, it did that for me too.
Yeah.
And I made my family money, and it gave me money to put my kids in at decent schools and have a nice place to live and a plane and stuff. And it did stuff for me, but I don't want to. To be honest, I don't want to take advantage of it, if you know what I mean.
Really?
Like I'm done.
You're done.
Wow. All right. And look, smash cut to 18 months later. It's my new special, guys.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think there's other things to do. Also, like I say, I'm 57 years old. The only non-negotiable commodity is time.
Yes.
And in the best scenarios, mine is running out. So you got to do what you got to do.
But you want to do. But you're passionate about these other things that you're doing, though.
I'm passionate about a lot. I'm passionate actually about the idea of stand-up as an art form. I just don't think I want to make any more of it.
Yeah.
But when I see it done well, I'll still
exciting,
love it.
That's still
and
great.
Still appreciate it. I just don't think I think it's somebody else's turn now.
I got you.
I got you.
Well, look. More importantly, you sold the G4. What did you get? You said you still got.
I got a little RV6.
Okay.
You can look that up
Yeah.
if you want as
Yeah.
well. It's a very different airplane, and I share it with two other guys who are much better pilots
Wow,
than me.
you fly that?
Yeah,
Oh, that
that's
looks
a sweet
fun.
ride, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
See, and then you share it with two other guys, so you split the expense.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
assuming,
listen. You can't get the wheel of a G4 for what you can buy that for.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
different thing.
All right, Miss. Maybe we'll just get that first, and then we'll just do it. You know what I mean?
Well, you should learn to fly if you're going to get that.
Yeah, I took a pilot's lesson.
Oh, you got a pilot?
No,
you got a lesson or a
I took
license?
a lesson.
Yeah, there's more than one lesson.
No, I know.
It's
I'm
not
saying
like
it started.
Yeah,
took a lesson.
Well, are you going to keep going with it?
I'd like to. Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Craig. It was nice
I feel like
talking
I
to
felt
you.
I felt almost like an emu come up there.
I felt an emu.
Yeah.
I met two
you're
emus.
at two emus?
And they're like,
Well, are you thinking about it's dangerous?
yeah. We have two small children.
No,
under
I
the
totally
age of 4.
understand. And I don't want to encourage you to do it. I don't know if it's as dangerous, perhaps.
Well,
as all that.
why don't we increase the life insurance?
They do ask about it when you're doing
Yeah,
forms
yeah.
and life insurance, which is usually a clue.
Yeah.
Do you smoke? Do you fly small airplanes? I'm like, no.
That's a clue.
I don't smoke, but
I think it'll be fine.
I'm not allowed to fly it when I'm doing a game show for ABC next week. I'm not allowed to fly it while I'm doing it.
What way? Oh, because they're afraid you'll kick it,
'Cause
and
I'll
then
peg it before we get there.
freaking host
Like,
the
that's in
TV
the
show. That's the
contract?
most
Don't
important
fly?
thing.
Yeah,
That's
what?
the TV
That's in the
show.
contract. Like, don't fly while you're.
Oh, it's in the insurance. Yeah,
It
it's usually boilerplate. Look at any contract you've got. I'm sure
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
No motorcycles.
Right.
Yeah.
Motorcycles. Yeah, I had a bad accident on a motorcycle.
You did?
Yeah. Can you see that lump there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my collarbone. I busted my collarbone.
Fuck.
And 3 ribs.
Damn.
Long time ago.
Yeah, I was directing a movie at the time, and I was in the movie, and I was trying out the motorcycle as a prop in the movie. I tried it out at lunchtime on a day we were shooting, and I had the accident, and I busted my collarbone and 3 ribs. And also, I'm sober at this point, and I can't take any painkillers because I years later I took the Percocet, but I was really unbelievable pain. But I couldn't, so I took Advil for the pain,
Advil?
and I kept going with the movie. And I have to say, that movie is shit. Well, I don't know if it's completely shit, but it's a lot worse than it would have been had I not had an accident. I was
Really?
in agony shooting that movie all day, and I was
that's
in
terrible.
the movie and directing the movie.
I don't know how people do that. How do you direct something you're in?
I clearly I don't know because I did it and it didn't work. Because I wrote this movie and I'm in the movie.
What's the
and
movie?
The movie's called I'll Be There.
Okay.
And I'm in it. I wrote it. I directed it, and I don't like it.
Really?
So I think the movie I'm in that I'm directing next year. I won't be in it.
You won't be in it.
Oh no. I won't even be in a kind of background. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, is that him? No.
Yeah.
Nah, none of that.
Nothing.
Just concentrate on what you're doing.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I see the directors in it, I'm like, how do they do this? Like, I've only done a few bit parts in movies where I'm like, you see everything going on, and the director is always being asked something by wardrobe, by the lighting guy, by the thing, by the set decorator, the performances of the other actor. And then you're also acting while you're thinking about how it's framed up and are we getting this shot right? And then you perform and what? Go watch the playback immediately, study your own performance, make sure that it just seems like...
Well, when I was doing it, look, I to be honest, I think I needed the experience of having a failure.
Uh-huh.
And I hadn't failed in movies until that point. I had made movies I had made a couple of movies which had done very well. I did a movie for Warner Brothers called The Big T's, and it wasn't a financial success, but it's a good movie. And then Saving Grace, the movie I did after, it was it was an indie hit, and it was like I was hot potatoes for 10 minutes. And then I thought, well, I can direct and star and be in the movie and all that. And I learned that I wasn't as hot potatoes as I thought I was. It was a humiliating experience, but I needed it. I needed the experience to grow up a little.
You did?
I did, yeah. I was an asshole.
Really?
You really think so?
Well, you try not to be, but I think I was I don't think I was an asshole to other people, but I think I was an asshole in the idea of having an inflated opinion of myself, and not taking counsel in a way that I maybe should have. I mean, because there was enough people who said to me, direct it or star in it.
Right.
Pick one.
Like, I got it all.
And I was like, I got it. I'm a genius.
Yeah.
And I'm not. Which is good and bad news.
But that is, it's interesting though that those life experiences do really, the setbacks teach you a lot more.
They're much more. Anyone who does stand
you learn more.
Why would you shake your head at that?
Well, you're scratching your junk, I think.
Oh, you don't have so she was shaking her head at your junk scratching.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you, Christina. I'm very comfortable with him scratching his junk. It's not a problem. I've been around men. I'm from Scotland. Yeah. Scratching your junk in Scotland is a form of greeting.
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm fine. How are you?
Of course. Yeah. Back to what we were saying.
Anyways, no, failure's the biggest.
Right. Failure
you fail more in showbiz.
There's a lot of information in it.
I think we fail more than you do succeed, especially in stand-up.
Yeah, stand-up's great for that because that's why I think I'm glad I'm not coming up now. For the kids who are like in their early 20s who are becoming stand-ups now, their failures are very visible.
Yeah.
They're on YouTube, they're documented, they're on Instagram, they're mistakes, like what happened to Kevin Hart with the Oscars thing, that Kevin made some stupid jokes 10 years ago, stupid, like, unkind things that he shouldn't have said. But he's a young comic, and of course, when you're a young comic, you tend to make stupid mistakes like that.
Yeah, of
course. But it wasn't, but it was documented, and now it follows people who are around.
It's like waiting to.
Yeah, there's kind of that's another reason why I think it's quite nice not to be both in late night and in stand up. That it seems like it's a very hostile environment right now.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's good. If that might be good, I just don't know how to operate in it.
Are you? But are you excited about what you're putting out? About what you shot, the new
Hobo Fabulous thing? Yeah, it's authentic. It's 100% what we wanted to do.
Good.
Like the act is documented in the stand-up, and the reason why I did it, Joe, my writing partner, right? I write with this guy who was, I don't know if you've met Joe. He was the front end of the pantomime horse when I was doing late night.
Yeah.
And he's a great guy. You did meet Joe. He was the producer of the old radio show.
Okay.
And he's my writing partner, and so when we were sitting down to write the show, which is like September of 2018, August of 2018, we said, let's write an hour and a half that has no politics, none, zero. Just to see if we could do it, just as a stylistic choice to see what would happen. And we did it, but by the very nature of that, it became a very anecdotal, intimate, storytelling type thing, because we mined my life for stories, and then used those stories to form the stand-up show. So because that was a very intimate form of stand-up, I didn't want to cut it down into an hour. It was an hour and a half, 2 hours some nights. I didn't want to cut it down to an hour to fit the Netflix model or the Amazon model or whoever the hell you were doing it for this time. So I thought, well, let's try and create the intimacy that the audience gets when they're in the theater through a different method on TV. So we did a kind of rock documentary thing where we shot the pieces of stand-up, and it is chronological in the sense of it runs from the beginning of act to the end of the act over the 6 episodes, but it's in different towns, and it's in different things that happen in between, and trying out a joke that works and then doesn't work and all that kind of stuff. And it moves along.
And it follows it along. So it's actually
Right.
Oh, that's
a 6-episode docu-series.
Yeah, and it's in the kind of like a rock documentary, because I had watched the documentaries about Journey and about Rush on Netflix, and I don't like either of those bands. But I watched the documentary and I liked the guys in the band, and I thought, well, this is a perfect opportunity for me to make product for people that don't like me.
Yeah.
Which is a neglected market as far as
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
concerned.
yeah, of course.
And a huge one.
Yeah.
At that. So I felt like it was, and it was something different, and it was something I had control of. I didn't do the deal for it. I shot it.
And you went all over the country filming this,
Yeah,
right?
and I shot it. I mean, I paid for it, and then we did the deal for it after, once it's done.
Wow.
Yeah. It's better to do that than on a plane.
It is.
Yeah, right.
Because then you don't have to. I mean, I know I've made a couple of specials for Netflix, and I know they're very easy, and they don't. At least in my experience, they never gave me any trouble at all.
Yeah.
But they were still there.
Yeah.
And they still had considerations, and they would still say, look, it has to be about an hour 15 most.
Yes.
They have need. I was like, I don't fucking care what this thing is. I'm going to make it and then sell it.
Yeah.
And that way, it'll be authentic. And it is that. And I'm not saying it's not possible to work inside the parameters that other people give you, but I didn't want to do that this time.
Yeah.
And so I didn't.
That's great.
So what I'm basically saying is I wrote and directed and starred in it by myself. Because Joe directed it, actually.
He did.
Yeah, Joe directed the whole thing, and that was really helpful.
Well, look, you have this accent we've been listening to. It's becoming more American.
Is it really, as we
Yes.
talk?
It's been That's
interesting.
It's upsetting, but I want you to, if you don't mind, listen to a couple accents and tell me if you
can do them.
If you can do them and fully understand what they're saying.
Okay.
Will you throw on the cans for a second?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
And
that
then
part of it? Throw on the cans. Is that like a slang thing?
Kind of. A,
All right. Is that when you were scratching your junk?
Yeah.
You scratch your junk, and I'll throw on my cans.
You throw on the cans.
All right. Oh, that's wow.
Yeah.
Different. There's your audio in front of you.
No, it's fine.
It's
I
good.
like it. This is actually what the first time you take heroin is like.
Oh, really? Hearing your own voice amplified?
No, it's not.
Did you puke the first time you took heroin?
Yeah, I did actually, as it turned out. But I was drinking a lot too.
Right. In all fairness.
Let's see what this one is here.
Dan, what does the reopening of the pub mean to you?
God, it means a pile because I ended drink for the last 2 years.
What?
He hasn't had a drink for the last 2 years.
What? Is that what he said?
Yeah. They're laughing because it doesn't mean end to me because I haven't had a drink for the last 2 years.
What does the reopening of the pub in Coombe mean to you?
Well, it means a lot because we keep up the tradition of the singing and music and everything like that. And we have dancing and everything. That's a beautiful dancing. I mean, jig sets and tangos and samba and foxtrots and everything is right now. We're back to the square one again.
I mean, does he drink?
I found that very sad, actually.
What did he say?
saying?
I didn't get a fucking word. Not a fucking word.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay. What about the end when he goes, and it is squirrely?
No, I genuinely.
you really
But
can't.
to be fair, these people are Irish.
Yes, of course.
Right.
Okay.
We know you're not.
But
Right.
yeah.
And we don't all know each other.
True.
Oh.
Right. And it is a different country.
Well,
Yes.
Okay.
I was.
But they're your neighbor.
What do you mean? Well,
I mean, I was just in Ireland. I was like, we're right here.
No.
You guys are all the same.
No,
you guys
no
look
way.
alike. You guys talk alike.
Oh, I see
You
what
know.
you're doing.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're doing.
Are you eating a lot of haggis?
Not right now. I'm
Do
been
you
a
love
vegan
it?
for
Oh, that's
4
right.
years.
What about the fried Twinkies?
No, I don't eat the fried Twinkies. I don't eat fried Twinkies, or I do eat McSween's vegetarian haggis, which is delicious.
Oh.
Particularly if, and I do give credit to my wife for this, she makes it in meatballs for bolognese, but it's vegetarian in the sauce.
Oh,
that's
beautiful.
nice.
Beautiful.
And by the way, is she loving it? The move over there?
Yeah, she's thriving.
She's like, okay.
Yeah. She's like got red hair now and stuff.
That's great. Great. We know how you guys are. So, all right. So here's a different clip. Also not Scottish.
Okay.
But it's right there. So, all right.
And we're here in Killarney because we've been invited by a very special character. I hear he's a local legend, and his name is Sham.
Sham, look at that. Marie, Sham, look at that.
Sham, how are you?
Good, my dear.
We're here in Killarney today.
Nice to meet you.
Are you from Killarney?
I'm on Muggle. I'm Roy.
Born and bred.
Born and bred in Killarney.
So far, so good?
He is. I'm very excited to see this. This is quite a rare sighting. This is. That is the Irish Gilbert Gottfried.
It is. You're so right.
Yes.
He's just got the same energy and mannerisms.
Can you do Gilbert Gottfried? Hold on.
All right, again. Oh my
God, you're right.
Yeah, lots of tourists around. It's great, isn't it?
Great, give me a job away.
What is the deal with these people who come in here? Affleck.
That is the fucking Irish Gilbert Gottfried.
I know.
I've never thought of that. I wonder if we put them side by side, if we could even tell.
Do you have that kind of technology? I don't think Gilbert has a hat like that.
That's the only difference. Is the hat.
And I think Gilbert might have a hat like that. I could be talking out of turn.
I mean, this guy, it's crazy, right? His level.
That's a very difficult accent. Yeah. But like I say, I'm not from there. And
again, with the I'm not from there.
But the thing is, you got to learn about accents all over there. Is they're very different from place to place.
Yeah.
Like even from 20 miles.
20 miles?
Oh, even less sometimes. And it is kind of, I don't think it's fair to call it an accent. You know, in Chinese, right, and Cantonese and Mandarin, are completely different spoken.
Yes.
But they're the same written down.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They both read the same language?
I think that, look, let's just say that's true.
Let's just say,
okay?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's is that true? You guys have got...
Sure.
It's true. Yeah, let's just say that is true.
I mean, I was thinking I was going to get some shit for associating Ireland and Scotland, but I think you're going to take the cake.
Not at all. First of all, I don't know if it's true, but let's just say it's true.
Okay.
For the sake of the argument, Cantonese and Mandarin, completely different spoken.
Yes.
These are different languages, but they use the same alphabet. I think that's what I'm
okay.
saying.
That makes sense.
Right, like us and the French.
Right.
But do I sound French to you? Au contraire.
Au contraire.
Au contraire.
Mon ami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds Canadian. To me.
That's kind of sound.
Yeah, mon ami.
Mon ami.
Mon ami.
Mon ami.
Hey there. Hey,
hoser.
Hey, hoser.
What is a hoser?
It's like a boner, isn't it?
Is it?
Take off, hoser. It's like a...
I didn't think Canadians
hoser?
talked about such things.
It's like a douchebag, right?
Oh,
Really?
I thought a boner was an erection.
Hey, boner. Yeah, it is. But
All
like
right.
a boner, like someone...
Yeah, jackass. What it
Yeah,
says right
jackass.
there. Yeah. Hey there, hoser.
Douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What do you
Does
say
Shane
in
say that?
Scotland for douchebag?
Yeah, so what about with Scottish slang? That's what I want.
Yeah,
That's what we started
let's
with.
hear some cool slang.
It's very sweary.
I love swearies.
Even better.
The C word is very
You
popular.
fucking cunt.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. But it doesn't have to be derogatory.
No, you
of
can call your
course.
friends cunts.
Yeah, you say, oh, he's a lovely pig, and then you say it. I would say it if we were in Scotland, but I'm not saying it here.
Why?
Why?
I don't need that.
Oh, don't be a cunt. Just say it.
Yeah, quit being a
Just stop
cunt.
trying to make me say words I don't want to say.
This is the best, though. One of my favorite stories of yours.
Oh, okay.
Is that, were you guys in the UK?
So, so my ex-boyfriend and I, we were in England. We were in London.
You had a boyfriend before Tom?
I know. It's so long. This
Ridiculous.
is during Friendster. This is when Friendster is out.
Wow. But this makes me so happy.
But so I lived in England for a year. I was familiar with the culture, whatever. We're hanging out in a pub with some Londoners. And we're explaining to my boyfriend then that the word cunt is used like that. Like kind of, this fucking cunt, this cunt, this cunt.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what is he? I think he's like...
What happened? I mean, there's how
I
I
know, but I
remember
remember
the
the
story.
story, but I'm not
is
how I
that
remember.
so? Then there's an explanation, and then people are hanging out. They're actually
Yeah.
having drinks and like,
He's like-
and in the midst of the hanging out, one of the local, a Londoner, a woman is hanging with them.
That's right. It was a
and
woman.
then he's like, "Oh, don't shut up, you cunt!" And then everyone was like, "Yo, man,
That's
you're
not how you do it.
you can't say it like that." He's like, "Hey, I thought I was doing the thing."
No, you don't do the thing. Because language is it's situational.
Yeah.
You know, there are certain words you can use some places you can't use.
But you really can't call a woman a cunt, even in Scotland, right?
No, unless you're another woman.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, and then it's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But it probably won't be friendly.
Right.
Right.
But men will call other men that, and it will be totally friendly.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a very complicated
But you
use
can't
of
be a
the same
man,
word.
see a woman, and be like, "You look like a lovely cunt."
Oh no! That in fact, you saying that made me feel kind of hot. I was like, I don't know.
What about the movie Trainspotting? Do you understand when Francis Begbie talks?
Yes, Begbie, I understand.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
There's that scene in the pub where he's like, and then he throws the pint over.
That movie is so like what it was like to be young in Scotland.
Oh my Lord!
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's an amazing movie.
It's a great movie, and it's about. I was about 5 years ahead of it in terms of age, so like I just missed the heroin in Scotland. I'm very glad of that. But when it came in, that's the way it went, and it was like that.
Pretty bleak.
Gets a little bleak sometimes. I don't know if you've been around America, and it gets a little bleak around here too.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Do you mean like something like this?
Do you know how this fire started?
Yes, I do. It was because of my cousin, and I don't want to mention no names.
Your cousin?
Yes.
And you say you think your cousin started this. Do you know how or why?
He's mad because he can't get with me. I'm married to my husband, and it's a long story. Just to make it short, yeah. He already put him in a hospital once last month, and he figured he's going to do something else to get back.
Like that? That's America.
Wow, that woman is a snitch.
Yeah, on her cousin.
On her cousin.
On her cousin.
Oh,
She's not going
yeah.
to give you any more details.
Right. So long story short, I guess I've got an uncle cousin.
You do?
Yeah.
You do have an uncle cousin?
I have an uncle cousin. Yeah.
What? How's that?
Yeah, explain.
Well, my I think it's uncle cousin. But my aunt wanted to marry her cousin.
Oh my life.
And then they weren't allowed to get married. They married other people, and then they grew up, and the other ones died. And then when they were past childbearing age, they got married to each other again. They're first cousins.
Wow.
They're first cousins.
Yeah. That's
Fucking
legal in Scotland. In the UK,
It
actually.
is, and the royals, right? Don't those families, they all in...
Started on these people.
I know, but you guys hate them.
With crowns.
That's right. They are.
Yeah.
Because the king marries the cousin.
The eyes on the side of their head.
Yeah.
That shit. 3 fucking hands, fins, 1 toe on each foot. They're fucked.
They're fucked.
I've heard the Scottish aren't fond of
Well, it
the
depends. Some
monarchy.
Scottish people are very fond of the monarchy, and so I'm not a big fan of outdated system like that. I
the
don't
monarchy
care
is...
It really is. So at this point, they like them just because of what the tourism it brings and
You know
the
what?
glamour.
France killed they killed their royals in the 1700s. The last time I was in Paris, it was teeming with tourists.
Yeah.
I don't buy
Yeah.
the tourist argument at all. Who ever said, I'm gonna go to America? No, I'm gonna go to England because I'm gonna meet the Queen.
Yeah.
You're not gonna meet the Queen. She's
course
not
not.
She doesn't meet you there. But welcome to Britain.
Yeah.
Would you like a tea?
I like his teeth. I like when you do it.
Would you like tea?
Would you like a tea?
Would you like
spotted tea.
Come over here now. Don't say cunt.
And don't call me one.
Yes.
I'm the queen cunt.
Unless you're another woman, and then it probably won't be friendly.
Do you have those lovely tea biscuits where there's chocolate on one side?
Yes,
Those
chocolate digestives.
Digestives.
Chocolate digestives.
Those are
yeah.
really good.
Ever had the hobnob? Ever tasted the sensual pleasure of the chocolate hobnob?
No, what's that?
The chocolate hobnob is a tasty digestive wheaty biscuit.
Dude,
with a thick chocolatey edge.
Hobnob. That looks really... I love digestive.
You just sold it, man. I want it.
Oh yes, you do. You want a hobnob?
I do.
Yes, you do. Throw on your cans and enjoy a hobnob.
Here's
Okay.
another American.
Wait, but we want to hear some other slangs too.
Oh,
Think
yeah,
of your
give us
slang
a slang,
terms,
please.
How do you say "go fuck yourself" now? Look, what's the
Go fuck yourself.
Go
This
fuck
still
yourself.
works.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of different. There's a lot of different words that I like. One word that I like in particular is bringe.
Bringe?
Bringe, yeah. It means to like barge in somewhere. You don't come fucking bringing in here like you would in the fucking place. Bringe. Yeah, it's a lovely word.
I like
isn't it?
that.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And let's see, fanny. Of course, the
Yeah.
fanny mix-up is
Yes.
always a problem.
Well, this is a fanny pack, and I giggle a
No,
little.
you're right. But fanny, if you say, "Hey, can I see your fanny pack?" in Britain, you're going to see HR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the fanny is a vag.
It is. It's
not your.
And is it a crude way of saying it?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, it's a very. It's quite shocking to say fanny.
Yes.
Especially if you put hairy in front of it for some reason.
A hairy fanny.
Yes, that just
bad.
That's bad.
So you said slapper.
Fud as well in Glasgow is another word.
Ooh.
Fud?
Fud for
What's
vagina.
that? A fud.
Oh, let me
Yeah.
see your. I
That's
want to finger your
cute.
fud.
No.
Oh.
You wouldn't say it like that.
Oh.
You would just. It would be more kind of like, oh, I've got growth in my fud.
Okay. Yeah.
What about? You said slapper is out.
Well, I'm not in charge. I'm not.
fucking stink.
Sorry.
I'm not in charge of what words are in and out, but,
Right, but from like-
slapper is not one that I've
Slapper's
heard
not
of much.
What about wanker? Is that still?
Wanker's popular.
Still
yeah,
good.
yeah. It tends to be more Australians that say wanker
Really?
these days, I think. Yeah.
Really?
I think so. Wanker. Yeah, he's a bit of a wanker, isn't he?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
When you say it like that.
Let's see one more
He's a bit of a wanker.
bleak American. This is also unique.
Suck my dick.
Do what?
Suck my dick.
I can't do that. I can change you.
No, you ain't gonna change me. I like
You don't want to be changed?
No, but I want my dick to be sucked.
I always think about this guy. About how, you know how we were talking about how you go,
giving up stand up.
Stand up. Yeah.
I knew you were going to do it.
I knew
you were going to do
and then
it. Because that's what you have to avoid becoming. Because I'm going to walk out and I'll be like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing, Chuckle Hut? How you doing, Looney Bins, Wichita? Suck my dick. You heard me. Suck my dick.
And then this poor old guy.
Oh,
He's like,
man.
And I just picture like, I don't know.
Who filmed him, though? That seems unfair.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a violation of trust.
I think so. I mean, he's clearly. I mean, the guy might have dementia or something.
He might.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
It's not fair to.
Medicine, no.
Medicine. Yeah. So.
You don't want to suck my dick.
I have to change you.
If you don't want to suck my dick, get out of here.
Oh, that's a good policy.
Well, isn't that what happens to older gentlemen? Is that
What?
they get hornier, like a sign of dementia? Is that like
I
wasn't
don't
Bushy saying all kinds of wacky stuff towards the end of his life?
He had a fun bit where he would say, you know,
Is it a fun bit, Tom?
It was kind
Think
of a fun
carefully.
bit. He would
Think
say-
carefully, Tom. Is it fun? Do you need this shit in your life? Is it fun, Tom?
George H.W. Bush, I was not a fan of this, but what he would do is when a woman came to like for a photo op, he would say, "Oh, do you know who my favorite magician is?" And they would go, "Who?" And they were like, "I'm meeting the president." And he would go, "David Copperfield," and then he would squeeze their
It's
butt.
funny though. It's hey, at least he has a nice joke to go into it.
Well, at least the gentleman wore his hat.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
And then if the girl would be like, "Oh," he would go, "You know, you're a real cunt," and then they'd smile and take a picture.
Yeah, and everyone would laugh.
How
Everybody
about
would
you're
have a good time.
you're a right cunt, right? They say you're a right. cunt.
Well, that's usually mean that's not nice.
He's a right
Yeah,
cunt.
that's just he's a right cunt.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Could you isolate that for the drop, please?
He's a right. No,
Ferguson saying he's a right cunt.
Could you give it to us clean, please?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
He's a right cunt.
Yeah, that was a perfect.
And then could you also
Thanks.
give us Harry Potter, you're a right cunt?
Mr. Potter, you are a cunt.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, how about
Oh, Jesus.
Johnny Davidson? What's that one? The guy with Tourette's. He used to go Johnny Davidson.
Yeah, that's his name. He would say his own name.
Well, we mocking people
How
with
about-
Tourette's now?
Yes, yes,
You're
yes.
mocking the poor old man with dementia, and now we're mocking people with Tourette's?
Now
What's
you're
wrong
getting the
with you?
theme of the show.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Can you say Chopper dyes his pubes ginger?
No, I can't say that.
Why?
Because I don't know what I'm participating in.
Chopper dyes his pubes ginger.
Chopper dyes his pubes ginger. You got it. Yeah. See, now,
Is
what
that
am I doing?
classic?
So I'm not here to talk to you guys at all, am I? I'm just doing bits for your show.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take it back to the motherland. Here's a Scottish guy. I know you'll be proud of him.
Okay. I already like him.
Com a tua bunda. Tô com a saudade daquela feijoada.
So who is this guy, and why did you bring him?
Well, this I'm glad you brought this up because it's this time of year. Obviously, is Santa.
Santa's huge.
It's Santa, and this is speaking in tongues Santa.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
Is that what he's doing? Is he speaking?
Well,
in
he's
tongues?
a big ASMR guy, and I don't
What's
have
that?
that.
What's that?
That's people who they love just the there's
sounds
certain
of
sounds
things.
can stimulate something in their mind, and it becomes like this overwhelming experience. They love those
Ugh.
types of like soft noises and yeah.
But what's the particular ASMR video for
What-
this?
what is
this
ASMR?
for?
Autonomous sensory meridian response.
Okay, and it's a medical
It's a
condition
calming,
which you are
pleasurable
almost
feeling, like a tingling sensation.
Like they do mostly ASMRs on people chewing or
Yeah.
people rustling textures, and people really respond to that.
I am so fucking vanilla, really.
Yeah, this is big now. By the way,
I
there's
feel the same way.
people
Yeah.
with some people have YouTube channels of just making noises. What
the fuck?
I
Can
know.
we see it again? He makes me laugh too.
You know, I'm not judging anybody. But
I am. We judge a lot
Yeah,
on this
I know.
show.
I noticed.
I think it's the whole presentation.
Yeah, that's not his real body, though, is it? Is it? Oh no, there it is. Yeah, it is. So is he like the is he like the star of that world? He's like the
think so.
You know who we managed to book? It's like for the conference.
Yes.
And he comes out. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And everyone goes nuts.
He's one of the top dogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like everything. I like the whole package. I like that his body is incorporated in the ASMR, the Santa vibes. I actually really enjoy
this
it.
time of year, I think.
Yeah, it's festive.
Yeah, it has a festive feel about it. I don't quite know how I feel about it. I don't feel good. I gotta tell you, I feel since I come in here, actually, I was feeling kind of good about myself, and then I come in and you guys are like mocking old people and stuff like that, and it's like, oh, there's an old guy wants his dick sucked, and then he would grab a woman's ass, but he'd make a joke. I was like, what the fuck? Where am I?
This is a safe space
Okay.
Yeah.
for everything inappropriate.
Do you follow FedSmoker?
I don't even. I hate that I'm about to do this, but here I go. I don't know what you're talking about. What's FedSmoker?
FedSmoker is a guy who has an account that's really growing in popularity, and he goes and he smokes out feds. But cops that are dirty, and he knows who's bad and who's not. But he also puts out videos of him doing kind of wild shit to himself, like he'll remove his own teeth, he'll cut his own hair.
I really don't want to see that. I don't know what kind of sick shit you people are doing here.
Well, do you want to see him?
No, I don't want to see someone pulling out their own teeth. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like he pulls out his own teeth, then he sticks a red on poker in his own ass.
Do you want to see him?
No, I don't want to see any of that.
Cut his hair.
No, I don't.
He cuts his hair with fire. You want to see it?
You can't cut your hair with fire.
You can if you just set it on fire.
That's just setting it on fire. It's not cutting it. You can't style your hair with a flaming torch.
Oh yes, you can. Let me show you.
Let me show you. It's very punk rock. You're gonna love
super
this.
punk
It's
rock.
not punk rock. It's a
Yeah.
magician.
When you're feathering it, brother, you gotta get a good grip on it.
What?
See, you gotta feather that shit.
What's he?
You gotta get it going, bud. You know what I mean? Gotta get her hot too.
Oh, I don't want to see this. Yes, it's good.
Now that's a thrill, motherfuckers. To light yourself on fire, light your brain on fire. Huh?
I gotta stop you. I think you're laughing at someone who's mentally ill.
This guy's not mentally ill.
No, he set his own hair on fire.
This guy was wearing a wire for the feds for like 15 years.
And now listen, look, I'm not a doctor,
Yeah.
Tom.
Yes.
But neither the fuck are you. And
No, that's true.
and if he says he's wearing a wire for the feds, that might also be a symptom that he's not well.
No, but he can find child molesters. He calls out people that are doing bad stuff.
Yep, chomos.
Chomos.
Chomos are child molesters.
They have their own thing?
Yeah.
And he fires
And
them.
if you're trying to smoke them out, you walk in the room, you go, "What's up there, chomo?" And if somebody turns, you know that they're...
Oh, like at the end of The Great Escape? Do you know at The Great Escape when he says, "Good luck"? The German said, all the British guys are getting on the bus and they're disguised and they're escaping. And the German guy says to him at the end, "Good luck," in English. And the guy turns and says, "Thank you." And then they kill them all.
Oh,
yeah. So, yeah.
Sneaky.
No, laugh on the other side of your face now. Whatever the fuck that means.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Is that an expression?
You're
here?
on the...
No, but I like it.
I like it too.
We're gonna
Laugh on the
use
other
it.
side of your face.
Laugh on the other side of your face.
Yeah, you'll be laughing on the other side of your face.
Ooh, that sounds so threatening.
Yeah, it's the inside bit of your skin where it's sore to laugh there.
Ooh.
Damn.
I guess.
Do they say that in the movie?
Sure.
Laugh on the other side? No, I
No,
mean, that
just the
sounds so
Scottish say
menacing.
that.
You'll be laughing on the other side of your face.
Oh, shit.
Don't you potatoes me, I'll potatoes you.
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, yeah.
Can I ask you one question?
If it's okay.
Have you ever met a wolf?
I have met a wolf.
You have?
Yeah.
What?
Did they teach? Where did you do it?
We didn't do it. I just met the wolf.
No, but I mean-
was like, you trying to smoke me out as some kind of wobo, some wolf molester?
Did you
Have sex with a wolf? No.
But where did you meet the wolf?
In a club.
In a wolf club?
Yeah, it was a place.
Did they teach you how to greet it correctly?
Greet a wolf correctly?
Yes, a human
There's
being
some
should
etiquette.
always greet a wolf with one way.
What's
Okay.
up, motherfucker?
No, it's like it's like this.
When wolves greet, they will want a lick inside your mouth. This is perfectly normal for them, and this is what they do to one another on a daily basis. If you can tolerate it, you should allow this, as they will trust you more and can learn everything about you as a person.
You're fucking with me.
No.
Really?
No, it's real. She's
No, it's
English.
real.
Body movements
Oh, I
should
can
be
hear her,
calm
yeah.
and fluid.
Well, if
Sharp
she's
movements
English,
will
she's
frighten and
probably-
shock them, making you look threatening. So gentle. It's quite hard to keep still during a wolf altercation, especially when it's happening right in front of your face, all teeth and snaps. But it's very important not to move in case of redirected aggression onto you. The altercations only lasted a little while, and it soon all died down.
I love the phrase "all teeth and schnapps," and it's going to be the title of my movie about a German dentist convention that goes into a drunken, crazy hangover weekend. It's all teeth and schnapps.
Yeah.
Well-
Did you do this though? Did you let the wolf lick the inside of your mouth?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
No one
what
told you
do.
that when you met?
I didn't know he was a wolf.
Oh.
He told me he was a wolf, and I just let him lick inside my mouth. We were in a club. It was dark. He said, "I'm a wolf. Can I lick inside your mouth?" I went, "Yes, you can."
Lick inside my
Do you not want to see FedSmoker remove a bad tooth?
No,
Come on, one last clip and then he has to go.
What do you mean? Come on. I'm 57 fucking years old. This is not junior high school. Oh, come on. Let's see a guy take his own tooth out. What the fuck is wrong with
What,
you
do you
people?
wanna have fun or
Don't you people
not?
have kids and stuff?
Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm going to report you to child services. Going, these people have kids.
Yeah.
And they're looking at videos of people taking their own teeth out.
Edit that out. Edit that part out. No.
What? That part? You want to?
You're in America. Let's have some fun before you go
know
back to
what?
very cold Scotland.
I think FedSmoker's it's a little much. Let's just.
I don't wanna
let's
see
go
a guy
out on
take his
a.
own
I know.
teeth.
Let's go out on a nice clip. All right.
My name is Phil, and I like to dress as a baby. I like to wear nappies. It's like a regressor. It's actually very comfortable. I just like to sit in them.
I support Phil's lifestyle choice.
Is that his mom?
I
His
found out
real
he
mom?
liked to dress as a baby
Not his
after being
girlfriend.
together for about a year. When I see him wearing his nappy, I kind of feel indifferent.
I like to pee in them, but not the other stuff. It's just not me at the moment.
He's not mentally ill.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You want to talk about something? What the fuck is wrong with you? Where do you find this shit?
Wait, but she's indifferent when he wears his nappies.
She may be indifferent. I, however, am not indifferent.
Would you like to wear a nappy?
I'm wearing a nappy right now.
I
wish I was wearing a nappy.
pee-pee or just the other stuff?
What is the other stuff?
I think so. I think when the chocolate comes out, he calls it the other stuff.
Chocolate comes out? Really? When the chocolate comes out, Tom? Wow. I never knew we were in the presence of the cutting edge. There you are. Tom's like he's a dangerous comic. Let me tell you that. He doesn't say shit. He says when the chocolate comes out.
Do you think
that should be the name of your special?
That is the name of the special.
Isn't that really?
Yes, when the chocolate comes out.
Yeah, it's going to be a big hit.
Do you call it do you say making brown or making
brown?
When you sit and plops come out, do you have a
plops come out?
Yeah, what do you call it?
What do you say to your
I can't
wife?
take this kind of talk.
You go, I gotta go take a dump. What do you say in
This
Scotland?
is what I say.
Oh yeah, what do Scottish people?
Yeah.
I say I have to go to the gentleman's trouser department.
Is that true?
Yeah, I absolutely do. I'm going to the gentleman's trouser department.
Yes.
Where I may invest in a pair of brown cords.
That's so sophisticated.
Yes.
There's no way your
swanky.
Scottish brethren say the same thing. What does like a real street guy say?
I'll wait for a shite. I wait for a shite, or I'm fucking. That fucker took a Humpty right there.
Humpty,
A
right?
fucking Humpty dump right there, my friend. A Humpty fucking dump, and then he pulled his own fucking tooth out and set his fucking hair in fire.
Dude.
And then dressed up as a fucking baby.
Would your wife change your dye if you asked her to?
I'm a bit older than my wife, so I think that question will come up.
We definitely have to start referring to taking dumps as Humpties.
Yeah, I like it's good.
that.
I'm all for a Humpty. Yeah.
But I do like saying I have to make a hot chocolate, you know?
Brown trousers is pretty funny too.
I think the gentleman's trouser
Gentleman's
department.
trousers.
It's nice.
I'm going to the gentleman's trouser department.
Yeah.
And I have to buy brown pants.
I'm going to get a pair of brown cords.
Brown cords.
A pair of chocolate brown cords.
There you go.
A deep chocolatey brown.
Oh, I love it.
Cordy cords.
Don't go in the bathroom. I had a lava cake a few minutes ago. Like that.
Okie dokie.
Don't go into the bathroom. I took a fucking Humpty. But I missed the bowl and did it right on that rug.
I love it. You got to narrate children's stories.
Yeah,
with
it's
that
really
voice.
fantastic.
I love it.
It was a bright, cold day, and Mr. Chocolate had made his deposit
I love
in
this.
the brown trousers store.
The brown trouser store.
Oh, dude, check this out before we go.
Come on,
This is the last one.
I thought.
What is? Oh! Stop! Oh, I didn't know what it was. Stop!
He's swimming in a septic
Oh,
tank.
stop
But
it!
it's a fetish mat. It's a fetish thing.
Fetish my ass. That's someone needs help.
No, he's fine.
No, he
He's
likes
not
it.
fine. He's swimming in a river of shit, and he's not even in the Shawshank Redemption.
He
No.
likes it. He likes it. He's got a mask on. He's got that fetish mask.
He could die doing that.
No.
He's fine.
He's rubbing his eyes. He's cleaning it out.
Well,
his
he's
eyes.
rubbing it. Oh, he's rubbing his eyes. Oh, that's good.
What if this was all just chocolate and it wasn't poopy? What if they tricked us? Tom?
I swear to God, I feel sick.
That's the point.
Why? What is this kind of audio jackass bullshit that you got going on here?
What do you mean? This is what the audience lives for.
This is what we like. We can't help it. This is who we are.
Nobody told me about this. I thought it'd be like, hey, what is it like, in show business?
All right. Do you want to see someone puke or get hit by a car?
No.
I don't want to see any of those things. I don't want to see any of those
I
things.
don't-
What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't want to see any of that. Look,
All right, what's your
one
last
question.
vote?
One question though.
Yeah.
Does the person that get hit with a car puke? Because I would be quite interested.
No, but
all right, then I don't
he
want to
lets
see
out
it.
a hilarious scream.
No, please not.
No, I don't want to see.
He's fine now. We checked.
I don't want to see anyone get hurt and then now they're okay.
They're okay.
No.
I don't like the hurting stuff either.
Oh, but you're fine with the guy dressing up as a condom and jumping into a fucking shit? Oh,
Well, this is voluntary. The other one, the gentleman just got harmed.
oh well, fair enough. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, no, you're right. I feel chastised.
I feel
Black
sad.
guys would love to
I'm not looking.
No, this
If you're a hot black guy, you want to fuck me at $23.95. If you want to move in, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man. Get free food, free rent, and everything else, man. Here's the deal, man.
That's
a pretty sweet deal.
That's a pretty good deal. Yeah, now you're in.
Yeah, no, that's different.
Did you know him in New York City?
This guy is Robert Paul Champagne.
Robert Paul Champagne.
That's his name.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a friend of ours now. We found him.
Is he really?
Yeah, we found him after this.
And what does he do?
He just does this.
He clearly has money.
Yeah.
Because he can, he can cater for someone. He can just have them move in, and he'll take care of them and look after them, and all they have to do is fuck them.
Yeah, that's all. That's it. That's all he wants.
Well, he clearly has a private income of some kind.
He does. He's got his own place, and you're welcome to eat and drink.
Let me ask you a hypothetical question. No, hold on a second. If it's a hypothetical question. If I was maybe going through New York, next week, and I needed a place to stay, and I wanted to save a little money, is there anywhere? Could you recommend anywhere for me?
100%. 2395 Wagner Houses, apartment 2C, between 121st and First Avenue. That's where he lives, and he gives out the address all the time.
His phone number?
That's dangerous.
It is, but nothing's happened yet.
Nothing's
See, the big word there, you almost didn't say it. You said nothing happened yet. That little word, yet, at the
Seriously.
end. That's the one.
And he's been plugging that date for a long time.
That's very dangerous. He should stop that.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
he's
should.
putting himself in danger. And look, I swear, I think you're skirting a very dangerous line here. I think that this guy could be, he's putting himself in danger. So come on.
Dr. Drew just visited him and just went there.
Oh, yeah, because Dr. Drew is going to sort everything out with a... Come on.
He did.
He did.
What did he do? Did he get him to stop putting his address on the internet and asking for people to come around and fuck him?
No.
Because I have to say, that was... I'm not a doctor, but that's the symptom I'd go for right away. Okay, look, we're going to get to the bottom of what's wrong with you, but first off, let's stop putting your address on the internet and asking people to come around and fuck you. At least find a neutral location.
Dude, you're totally right.
That is the crux of the problem. Is his home? He's asking them to come to his home.
Yeah.
You need a different location.
Yeah,
it's a good point.
What happened
Craig?
to
Thanks.
bus stations and parks?
Yeah.
Romance.
Not with Robert. He doesn't. He's not really into it.
Oh, get off!
That's him. So
That's him ejaculating.
Do you know, I have to say, I've noticed that I now make the same noises for sitting down as that I used to make for ejaculation. That's one of the things about age. Like, I sit down now and I go, oh.
Just from sitting.
Or getting up, I go,
I'm starting to make noises just turning over.
Yeah, that's
bed.
right. Yeah, turn over in bed and you're like,
Yeah.
And your kids will think you're having sex, but you're not. You're just turning over.
I just moved, and it took a lot out of me.
And that's what, as you get older, that counts as sex.
Yeah.
It just moved.
Wait, when does the is the docuseries coming out?
I forgot about it. Yeah, no, it's out.
It's out right now.
Yeah, it's
okay. And where can people see it?
Just Amazon and shit.
Okay.
You know that.
Amazon and shit.
Amazon and shit, everybody.
The Crackle and the Bingo and the Zippy and
all of them.
Brown, the Gentleman's Cord Department and all that stuff.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, man.
Me too. You're so funny.
You are endlessly entertaining and funny.
Yeah.
Really? Because I like normally I would be very flattered by that, but you guys watch videos of people taking their own fucking teeth out.
Yeah.
So I don't know how high the bar is for you.
Did he see that video?
I don't want to see
He didn't
it.
even see that.
Yeah, come on.
No.
Do you really not?
No.
One last one. I know your manager says you have to go.
Last one.
Just one to send you off nicely
All right,
on the
then.
airplane
All
home.
right.
You got to think about
this one's
something.
pretty cool.
Okay.
And this guy's fine. He's not
fine.
disturbed.
Is he a dentist?
He wants to open a dental
Studying.
practice. He wants to open a dental
He's
practice.
in school now.
He actually mentions that in the video.
Oh well. Oh shit! I can't watch this. Oh my god! Oh! 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 God damn it!
You took him off.
Oh no! No! Oh, man.
I can't believe you took him off.
Oh, no, man. He's bleeding.
He's fine.
He's self-harming.
No.
What's wrong with
He had a
you?
bad tooth. He had a really bad tooth. And
It's bad now.
He's self-helping. He's
He's
I
not
don't think he's
self-harming.
I think you guys are way out of line here.
dentists
I think that,
are overcharging.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
doing all kinds of shit that's not cool.
You
You can just go to the car wash and he'll do it there.
Look, you go to become a dentist. You have to go to medical school for at least 5 or 6 years. You don't just sit in your car with a dog. You just go, well, I'm not a dentist, but I got my own car and a dog, and I let the dog lick the inside of my mouth. That's how you know it's clean.
That's right.
Dude.
It's nature's Novocaine.
You could have had that dental procedure done that you talked about by
right.
him, and it would have cost you a fraction of the price, and you'd have a nice dog in your lap.
I got to tell you something right now. I know that, look, I like to be cautious with money, but there's an area of life where I have no problem paying what it takes.
And that is?
Dentistry.
Yeah.
We believe that,
Dentistry.
too.
I am not looking for it. See, when a dentist says, I could do it cheaper in my car if you let my dog watch, I'm like, no. No, let's do it here in the surgery, and let's have all the white shit going on.
And I'll spend all the money.
Yeah.
I like that the dog has to watch.
Well, yeah. Oh, but you brought it back. What the hell's wrong with you?
Look,
oh God, I think I got
but
it.
look how bad this tooth was.
Fuck.
Look at that tooth.
Look at that bad tooth, folks. Look at that fucking thing. That's the way you do it at Falcon
Especially because
Car
his hands aren't
Wash.
very clean either. And that knife is probably not sanitary.
This is the same guy that cut his hair with fire.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked at a guy that would set himself on fire to cut his hair. Look, I have to tell you, I right now.
Yeah.
I do not have any financial interest in supercuts, but they do a great job at a reasonable price. A great job. I'm telling you, there's not a supercuts in the nation you wouldn't walk into, and they'd say, we don't need to do fire if you don't want to, and they'll just cut your hair.
Potato, potato.
Potato, potato, sir.
How dare you? You know how offensive that is in my country?
All right, go see now the new docuseries, Hobo
Fabulous.
Hobo Fabulous, Craig Ferguson. Maybe you'll see him walking around Scotland or the neighboring countries.
I don't walk around Scotland in this. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Didn't you even watch the trailer or something?
No, I'm saying...
Of all the time,
I'm saying
we
they'll
spent
see you
watching the
now.
guys taking their own teeth out. Couldn't you at least watch the fucking trailer?
We did.
I want guests thing.
Yes,
like, even just play it when I'm here.
I'm saying they might see you walking around Scotland because you live there now. Not
you think
from
people
the-
in Scotland listen to this shit?
I've seen the downloads.
I'm not saying that, cunt. He's fucking crazy. You know that they got a guy in there swimming his own shite, and a guy on a humpty dress up my fucking thing, and then there's some stupid cunt taking his own fucking teeth out. Perfect. Setting his fucking hair on fire.
It's
fucking
perfect
mental.
for Scotland.
There's the promo for the next episode. That's our show in a nutshell.
That is the show. I think you're going to be back here in LA. We look
Yes.
forward to seeing you locally. Can't wait to see you do stand up again. You'll be back in 18
None of
months.
that's gonna happen.
And then none of it's going to happen? You're not going to come back to LA?
I'll come back to LA.
Yeah.
But
You still have your house here?
I do. You want to buy it?
It's a great location.
It is a great location.
Well, it's a great location, but a shit house. Is that?
No.
But we have two
it's a
littles.
great location. But
But-
Too many people around there.
Well, this is not your actual house? Oh, I get it. So you could actually say, come around here and fuck me, and it would be okay?
Yes.
Because it's not your real house.
It's not my real house.
Ah, I get it. Yeah.
You're a lot of fun,
This
man.
is the greatest show in the world.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
we love
It
you.
is. I have to say, it's so good. I'm a little scared.
Okay.
And I think that's what makes it so good.
I think
Yeah.
for sure we'll be in some news blurbs when this episode comes out.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they do that whenever, you know.
Well, you were calling women cunts on the show.
I
a lot.
fucking did not.
Craig Ferguson hates
Hates women.
All right.
Thanks, Craig.
Thank you.
He wanna eat my pussy. I say you gon' catch AIDS. He say I don't care. We gon' die anyway. He wanna eat my pussy. I say you gon' catch AIDS. He say I don't care. We gon' die anyway. He wanna eat my pussy. I say you gon' catch AIDS. He say I don't care. We gon' die anyway. He wanna eat my pussy. I say you gon' catch AIDS. He say I don't care. We gon' die anyway.
When's the last time you had an AIDS test?
Never.
You never had an AIDS test?
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Oh my god.
Wanna eat my pussy? I say you gon' catch AIDS. He say I don't care, we gon' die anyway.
Oh my god.
Wanna eat my pussy? I say you gon' catch AIDS. He say I don't care, we gon' die anyway.
Oh my god.
Wanna eat my pussy? I say you gon' catch AIDS. He say I don't care, we gon' die anyway.
Oh my god.
Wanna eat my pussy? I say you gon' catch AIDS.
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
He say I don't care, we gon' die anyway.
Oh my god.
Hi, thank you for watching that episode of Your Mom's House. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more, you can click on any of these videos in this general area. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please do. It helps feed our cats. Don't have any cats.